Hello, my dear friend, Timely Behavior. And you're with the Pontiff. Before I start the show there, I got a few vitamins to take. I got a few vitamins. I got to take a vitamin, a Viti. Oh, did I not open this one? Expensive wee wee. That's what other people have called this. Expensive wee wee. Timely. Let me tell you what has happened. What has happened on the streams. 24 hours on the streams is a long time. Let me tell you this. It's a long time in this business. 24 hours on the streams is a long time. Now, I'm going to tell you what we've decided to do, what I've decided to do as Archie Luxury. And you guys can tell me whether you approve or disapprove. We've got Mike joining us. Thank you, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey.
So, guys, I got to tell you what has happened is, guys, we're moving forward. Unfortunately, Bear is my friend. Bear is welcome back anytime. I think Bear wants a break. Okay, reading between the lines, he wants a break. So I got to be completely honest with you. He has been putting in such effort. He was doing effort like a madman. He was on my stream. He was on the stream for the dungeon. He was keeping an eye out on things. And I got to be totally honest with you. I think he's basically burnt himself out. And I got to say this, guys, be very careful with burnout because you know what? You've got to be careful. Otherwise, you burn yourself out. What's the fucking point? You're going to quit after. That's the same as you, Mike. I don't want you to burn out. You come on a stream, compartmentalize your life so that the streams, you know what I'm saying? You've got to make sure that you
don't let it affect your life, basically, right? Because if anyone's going to know how that happens, it's this bloke over here.
I've got my life to live too, and I'm logging on now, and in just a few minutes I've got to go give my mom a ride back home. So
no
I'll be
problems at all.
I'll be gone for a few minutes, but I'll be back. I'll be right back.
No worries.
When I say I'll be right back, I'll be right back in like 15 minutes.
I got to tell you, we've got a new system in place now. I had to talk to. Basically, I tried my best with Bear. I rang him. I pleaded with him. I said, mate, I want you back. I want you back. He, at this point, he is welcome back anytime. We are not adverse to him, but
we love the bear.
We love
the bear.
The bear. We love the bear. Now, the thing is, it's me and Timely are going to run this joint, okay, for decisions. And I got to tell you, I want to keep Mike out of it because unfortunately, with deciding on decisions, people get a bit of anger and upset. So I didn't want you to be exposed to that, but I will definitely rely on your guidance, Mike. Let me tell you this.
That's fine, Arch.
Mike, you've been a loyal person, and I really appreciate it. ABC's loyal. Doc, BBW. A lot of people very, very loyal. And I got to tell you, Tanzil is another loyal guy. Curly, all these people. Now, the thing is this. We had a bit of a discussion. We got to move forward. The bear, he put us to such a high level. Now, me and Timely are going to looking at this show. Mike, I appreciate you as well there. You've been so loyal. Okay. Timely.
Yes, sir.
Who should we ban? Is there anyone we should be banning or keeping away? What's your opinion? What's your opinion?
My opinion is we'll start to go through the list of who we have and what they can bring to the show and so forth, and we'll go from there. I don't want to make any off the cuff decisions on like getting people banned.
So look, the thing is this: we want to have fun. We don't want to be ridiculing people or really being very, the joke goes. Sometimes the jokes go too far. I don't like it. This is a fun place, and we want to do watch, talk. The other thing I want to try and do is look after my super donors. So I've got 2 notebooks here, super donors and people we got to keep an eye on. Now, let me just say this to you. I'm not an expert. I'm not perfect. I try and keep the thing. It's like a juggling act. I got all these balls in the air. You have too many balls. Eventually, it all comes crashing down. So I am trying my best to get the show working. That's what I'm trying to do, is trying my best to keep this beautiful show, this Archieverse we created, working. I want to try and rebuild a collection slowly. I want to try and get some really good. I want people to say, this is really great. I love the show. It's interesting. We're covering good bases. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be, I don't mind a bit of a joke. Sometimes some of the jokes, particularly the plastic jokes, went too damn far.
A joke's fine, right? Just don't let it carry on, kind of thing, yeah? Because that sometimes... What I've found is that joke it blows up, people take offense, and then we're in a situation like now, right?
Exactly.
Hey, Archie?
Yes, sir.
Is this really going to affect me as far as my position here, or are things basically just going to remain the same for me? I'm just going to log on and be me?
Mike, you are... No situation normal, Michael.
Okay,
nothing's
cool.
changing for
then,
you.
You just made an executive decision to not put me in a position of like major player.
We don't want you to get the abuse, because I'll be honest with you, when you make decisions or you fail to make decisions, people
I don't
really.
I don't want a decision maker on here.
You want to be Mike. You want to be the nice guy, because that's what you are, is a nice fucking guy.
Mikey, for you, it's like an open bar. You walk in, you sit down, you help yourself, you have a nice chat. It's to get away from things, and then
Yeah, no, I come here to interact and have fun and learn, and that's how I want it to stay.
Yeah,
so
too easy.
I am 100% fine with your guys' decision. No problem here. I just, enough said.
You are loyal and faithful, and will be here forever, mate.
If anyone wants to super chat, we will answer questions. But Anthony Napoli, what happened to Bear? Bear is taking a break. Okay, I didn't ask him to take a break. He is taking a break. And he is welcome back anytime he wants. Anytime he wants, he's welcome back.
Super chat.
We got a super chat. First super chat of the night. Timepiece Esquire, $5. How are you trying to rebuild the show? We will reward you when we see effort, Arch. Where is the effort? What have you done? Any preparation at all? Let me say this to you. Yes, we done some prep work. Me and Timely have done some prep work. I just want to talk a little bit about some changes to the stream, because people are so interested.
Correct.
Yesterday's stream is members only. Bear asked me to make it members only because people were making fun, which it's not really nice to make fun of anyone who shows emotion, because he loves the community. So how are you trying? Well, I'll tell you exactly, Timepiece Esquire. What I'm trying to do is build quality content, quality topics, quality discussions with our audience. That's what I want to do. We are trying.
Can I elaborate on that?
Please, sir.
All right. So just a heads up, Timepiece Esquire as well. So I know that the the perception is like when Archie comes on, there's no pre-planning or anything like that. So some things that I want to talk about in regards to Watch Talk, because it's what I'm really interested in, is anything new that's hitting the market. So having discussions on that, seeing what's out there for sale at the moment, if there's any good bargains or if there's any unique pieces or something like that that's out there at the moment as well. Having a look at some vintage as well, because I know not everyone's into new. Some people are into the vintage as well. Having a bit of dabble into that, and seeing what's hot out there at the moment. Also, Tan used to do the the watch battles, this versus this,
The
and everyone
challenges,
takes a
yes.
vote. We love
love
that.
them.
That's something we want to keep. So I mean, we can continue on with that. Also, we want to have a look and ask opinion of you guys out there, because you're the one that's watching. So give us ideas in regards to the things that you want to see as well, and we'll take them on board. But also, just some of the things like the fun things of the hobby, like watch straps and the watch boxes and bits and pieces that go with it, like accessories that go with it, where to get them from, what are the best ones, what are the things that people enjoy. But also, the main focus, I guess, of today's show is building a watch collection from scratch. So there's people like me that were out there that didn't have anything and had to try and build it from scratch. But also,
you got Curly. Curly wants to build a collection too. Curly.
Yeah, but he's rebuilding one as well at the same time. So it's all
Exactly.
relevant. So these are the things we want to start talking about. Okay. So just a heads up. That's kind of the background and things that we've done at the moment. Just to answer your question.
Yeah, so Timepiece Esquire, we do appreciate your patronage.
There you go.
We hope we hope you can see some improvements. So the funny thing is here, Mike himself, very tragically, he lost his collection in the fire. And I want to ask you, when you say you lost it, did you recover the watches, or they were completely lost? Did you see the cases? Oh, sorry, he's on the phone. Mike's on the phone. That's okay. We'll come back to
That's
Mike.
all right. We'll come back to Mikey.
I'm
got to tell you. Sorry.
here.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, Mikey. When they were damaged in the fire, did you get them back, or they were completely gone?
The whole house was
No.
gone. Nothing to recover.
Archie, block your ears for a minute. Mikey, did you get any insurance payout on them?
No.
Okay, you can put them back on.
Okie dokie.
I didn't want you to hear that part of it. That's all.
No, hey, that's okay, man. That's okay. I got to tell you, who we got here? We got somebody. Who is this guy? That watch.
No
boy.
idea. Show your face if you want to jump on the screen,
Please
mate.
show your face in the back, and we can. Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. Oops, sorry.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, hello.
Hey, Arch. I'm doing well. How are you?
Look, better than I deserve. Better than I deserve.
Well, I can see you're a little more positive today, so that's good.
Yeah. Is that your Escalade out the front there? Is that an Escalade?
Yeah, Arch. Remember we used to talk. We talked a few times. I came on
I know.
one time with my girlfriend, and that's my Escalade. Remember you and Saad really tore into me about buying one?
How's it been?
Man, it's been wonderful. I have an extended warranty, so far it's paid off already. The warranty was $5K, and it's already paid out $6K of repairs. So it's been a dream, man.
Tell me this: you got a beautiful Datejust. What watches do you sporting yourself there?
Yeah, and that's mainly why I came on, Arch. It's kind of a new era, and I wanted to provide some watch talk for you. Maybe people would be interested. I'm 25. I work for an insurance company. I have a girlfriend. I have a regular life, and right now I have 3 watches. I have a Datejust 116234.
116234, 36 mil, beautiful piece.
Yep. Fluted bezel, Jubilee, Roman. Blue dial, gorgeous. I mean, I didn't even think I would own a Rolex one day, so that was huge for me.
Yes.
And you are the person who inspired me to buy a Rolex. And after I bought Rolex, I mean, what is there to buy? Other than Rolex, I have an Omega Seamaster. That was my first luxury watch, the S&P 300. I have it on rubber and the bracelet, blue dial. And then my uncle actually gifted me, crazy out of nowhere. Like, I had never received any kind of money from family or any kind of gifts like this. My uncle gave me an Omega Speedy, 1989 Rest of the World edition, because he's from Mexico.
Wow.
So this is actually pretty rare. It's an amazing condition. It has a gorgeous patina. And even though I love my Rolex with all my heart, that's what I work for.
Rest of the world. What does that look like? So I'm bringing up a blank. Omega Speedmaster. It's called the Rest of the World.
Whoa, this is actually kind of a treat, Arch, because I think I'm gonna teach you a little something. So in 1989. Super chat.
Super chat, $5. By trying, you mean get others to do. All of the things you said you are trying involve others, and it shows, like your BDL chin.
Double.
It shows a lot, a double chin. It shows a lot. Look, all I can say is timepiece. It's interactive. I could just talk myself if you wanted that. Is that what you wanted? I thought it's the relationships. I haven't told my story yet. I was going to tell you my story, but hey, thank you so much for the super chat. We'll take that as a badge. So, okay, so this Rest of the World, fuck, I've never heard of this. The Rest of the Omega Speedmaster 1989. Let me just see if that brings anything up.
Yeah, so it's the 20th edition. It came out with 2 special editions. One was the USA edition, but then they also did the Rest of the World edition. So one of the kind of special things about it is it has Apollo 11 1969 engraved on the side. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I see. Yeah. Got you. Yes. So, okay, fair enough there. And so you got Datejust, you got the Omega Seamaster, and you got the Speedy. Is that right?
So the Seamaster, which iteration of that do you have? Like what year?
Yeah, it's the most modern one. It's 2021, so it's the Wave Dial S&P 300. But yeah, that's my 3-piece combo meal deal. What do y'all think?
I like it. I think it's well rounded.
Yeah, great little collection there for a 30-something guy.
25,
is it on
25,
strap?
But thank y'all.
Okay.
So let's he's got the strap and he's got the bracelet, he said. But let's tick the boxes here, right? So the Datejust would be your sporty dress piece, right?
Yes.
You've got a sub.
It's a work watch. That's a work watch. You could wear that for work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Smart casual.
A diver, and you got a chronograph as well. So, I mean, you tick the boxes, 3-piece.
And the way I'd be looking at adding to that would be 2 Rolex, 2 Omegas. I'd be looking at the numbers. So I'd be adding next. What would be amazing would be something like an Explorer, like a GMT function Rolex.
Yeah.
Probably Explorer 2 because they're best bang per buck.
They're going really soft at the moment for what they are, aren't they? They've dropped.
Yeah. No, they have. In Australia they were approaching high teens, 20. Well, not 20, but now they've come back 20%, 30%. They come back a fair bit, which is pretty. We got a super chat here from Stud Muffin, $2. What's your real issue with Raphael from Hong Kong? Hey, look, I'll be honest with you. You know what? A lot of this stuff is ego. He kind of I don't know what it is. Some relatively wealthy people or wealthy families, they seem to have a bit of I don't know what it is. My issue is he can dish it out, but he can't take criticism. He's not really a true kind of friend. Okay, that's my issue. He kind of it's like this when you meet someone who's over friendly the first time. That's always a red flag, I think. If they're super friendly, it can turn. I've met girls who are super, everything is fantastic. The relationship is going to be amazing. And you just know they've put too much hope into this. It's going to be a disaster. So there you go. He was my issue with him is he has many positive qualities as well. He can be quite a gentleman. Okay, it's not a black and white situation. So I would say my issue with him was that he it's only a $2 super chat, so I don't want to waste too much. I don't want to dig too deep, but basically he in a relationship you have give and take and you have boundaries. He blurs. He expects me to kiss. He basically wanted his ass kicked all the time. Okay. So there you go. So I'm not good at that. Okay. And I'm not good at that. Then that's the reason I here we go. We've got another super chat here. Timepiece Esquire, $5. Where are your loyal supporters, Arch? No Bear, Mr. GMT, Curly, Tanzil, Humble Pine, ER, Narc, Plastic, a sinking ship. Guess that makes you the captain. Well, let's go through this list. Where are your loyal supporters? Well, for starters, I got Timely and I got Mike, two of the most loyal supporters you need there. Okay, so we can fly 3-piece crew. We can fly an A380. Okay, so think of it that way there, Timepiece.
Captain, first officer, and engineer, right?
Exactly. No, captain, first officer, and someone to bring us snacks. Okay?
We love you, Mikey.
No Bear. Bear's taking a break. Okay? Mr. GMT, he's works in the day. He's coming on. He comes on the night stream. He's got a job. He's got a job to go to.
And he jumps on this one from time to time as well. It's just he's jumping on while he's at work and when he has time to do it. So Mr. GMT, Mr. Sexy, he's always around.
Curly, well, Curly's runs the dungeon. He runs shows. Nothing's changed with Curly that I'm aware of. Tanzil, he's welcome on. I've sent the link to Tanzil. He comes on sometimes. Humble Pine. Yes, actually, Humble Pine would be very good. We hope to get him on our stream. ER, very loyal lady. I love ER. Narc, he was on the stream last night. Plastic.
Again,
we'd rather keep Plastic to the night stream. We'd rather keep Plastic on that stream, okay? And he works. He's got a job. A sinking ship. Guess that makes you the captain. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
All right,
Ron the Shrink, $2. Can you summarize Boomer Drama in 30 to 60 seconds?
Go for it.
Boomer Drama. Look, guys, everybody wants affection and love. They may not have got the affection and love which they felt they deserved for contributing to the shows. Okay, it's simple as this. And, you know, the funny thing with Plastic is he was upset because I didn't give him the love he felt he deserves. He felt we got the Narc. I'll just put Narc in the back there. No worries, Mike. You got to go. You go. We got Narc in the background there. He's okay. You come on anytime, Narky. So summarized in 30 to 60 seconds. Basically, they wanted some more love. I didn't give them the love that they felt they deserved. Simple as that. Simple as that. And Humble Pine, always welcome here. Welcome here any time. Okay. Next super chat. We've got the next super chat there. We've got. Was there a next one? Or that was it? Are we caught up? No, there's Thomas G. Sorry, Thomas G. Thomas G. Bring. Actually, Thomas G. €2. I actually spoke to the rancher this morning on the phone. Bring back rancher. We miss our Clivers. Yeah. Actually, I spoke to him. Clivers was hospitalized. Okay, and what happened was he thought he may have had sepsis, but it wasn't. So they basically put a drip into him. He was fighting some infections, and it gradually was getting worse and worse, and not getting better. They've released him. He's back at home. He's resting. I actually said to Clive, man, I really miss you. I hope you get better. And he actually appreciated when I said, can we have some prayers for the rancher? So guys, keep those prayers going. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having the rancher on again. What do you think, Timely?
Yeah, it'd be great. I'd love to go and have a chat with the rancher. A lot of what
Yeah.
he's into a lot of like more rare bird vintage pieces, and I mean that's what I
Yeah.
like. So it'd be great.
No,
And I
very,
like his
very
bright personality, humor that he has as well. That's great. So
100% there. So,
yeah, he's-
and we got
like his
Strider. Hello, Strider. Strider's in the audience there too. Strider's saying hello.
Strider.
Strider's saying hello. So what I was going to say is, how many times have you restarted your collection? Reboot. How many times have you had to reboot, or you've always never had to do that?
I let's call it one reboot. So I ended up the first time round was just to see if I could actually buy and sell watches and actually make something of it. At one stage, I had a caliber 17 Monaco. I had the Speedy Triple Date. I had the Black Bay, and I had a 6694 Rolex, and ended up selling a bunch of those to get the caliber 11 Monaco. And then because of my bucket of pus falling apart, plastic parts BMW, I ended up flicking the watch and the car to get a better car, and had to start from scratch. So this is my second time around.
Okay, I've had a number of starts. Okay, let me say that to you. I have had a number of starts.
Yeah,
and so I started off. I got my first Rolex, 1990 Explorer 1. Okay,
ooh,
Explorer
nice
1.
starter piece. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and I got that. It wasn't because I wanted it. It was just I said to my contact, get me the cheapest Rolex you can get. Okay.
Yeah, and it was different back then, right?
Yeah. Then I sold that. I did a bit of horse trading, just like Timely. I bought the next piece I bought some Cartiers. I bought a Tank Musty Cartier secondhand, and I bought a Circle.
Just the Musty Cartier, is that the one with the dial? You've got the different colors on the dial, the vertical. Was that the one that you had?
Actually, no, I had the classic one. Actually, we've got another super chat.
Super chat.
Timepiece Esquire, $5. Tim, Marco, and JJ, all more successful than you. It took you 10 plus years to build the YouTube watch community, but only 1 year for the community to reject you. Why, Tim? Well, let's look at that there. You know what? I'm still going. We're still making videos. I get a living out of it. It's okay. I don't like to really compare myself to other people. Timmy, sure, he's doing really well. Congratulations. He's got a formula. I don't really want to follow that formula. I'm 50-year-old man. He's a 30-something guy. He's got a different path that I've taken to that. Marco got a job in the industry.
Yeah, Marco's
good on him. Well, he works for Luxury Bazaar for Roman Sheriff.
Yep.
And JJ's always sort of had watches as a hobby. The reason why JJ's more successful than me is that he's not owned by this. I've become a victim. This is my living. I got to do this to make a living and as a hobby. Whereas JJ has got real control. He can say, I don't want to do it. I don't stream. I don't want to stream today. I had enough. I want to go out. I want to do this. I want to do that. He does what he wants, which is, of course.
And he doesn't stream every day either, right? He doesn't have to. That's not his bread and butter.
No, exactly right. So I got to say to you, all more successful. I don't like to compare myself to other people. You're always looking for disappointment. It took you 10 years, yes. So I've got a living out of it, but only 1 year for the community. Well, I don't know if they've rejected me, Timepiece. I don't know. You be the judge of that. That could be the case. Well, people vote with their super chats. They vote with their super chats. Next, speaking of super chats, the next one we've got is Joseph D. Joseph D. super chat. What are your thoughts? Here we go. What are your thoughts on this three-piece combo? Sub no date 41, Breguet Type 20, Who's actually? Is anyone pushing that? I'm just trying.
Yeah,
to keep
that's
the
me.
super
Sorry,
chat.
I was trying to bring it up.
Sorry.
I've got a lag.
Oh,
My bad.
sorry. So 3-piece combo, sub no date 41, great watch, love that watch. Breguet Type 20, beautiful chronograph, and a Rolex GMT Master 2 116710. Okay, which dial is that? Is it a black? Possibly black. I think it's a damn near perfect collection. Pretty well. And you know what? What I love about this collection is the sub is something you can wear one and done. Perfect. The Breguet, not only is that a sports chronograph, it's also a dress watch. It's also horology piece. It ticks so many boxes. And then the GMT, shit, amazing piece. The ceramic GMT. He hasn't said which one he's got. Black, Pepsi, or Batgirl, or Batman. Doesn't matter. I think that is a pretty nice combo. Now, just to get back, sorry, we've got another soup. So what do I think? Perfect. I reckon that's a great combo. What do you think, Timely?
Archie, it's the black he's got. When I put in the 116710, it comes up as that. That's what it is.
Okay. And Mikey, what do you think of that 3-piece?
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better than that, does it?
No.
What can you
Sorry, repeat. He's got a no date sub 41. He's got a Breguet Type 20 chronograph, and he's got a black GMT Meister.
GMT. I reckon it's a beautiful collection.
Yeah, that's a pretty perfect 3-piece meal deal winner.
That's a meal deal hunger buster. And that watch boy, what do you think?
Oh yeah, that's fantastic. I love the black. It's underrated.
Now let me just get this next super chat. Timepiece Esquire $2. Knowing what you know now, do you regret the US trip? No, I don't actually. That's actually an interesting question, because America was amazing, and I really think that burglary, if it wasn't that trip, it would have been another trip or disaster that they would have done that. I think they were targeting me.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you. I'm actually the America was amazing. So no, I never regret going to America. That's for sure. Artist formerly known as Curly, $2. Here we go. Artist formerly known as Curly, $2. Narc, not admin. Why backstage? Okay. Oh, he was.
So just quickly on that one, right? Narc was backstage then twice because he jumped in and jumped out. He wrote a comment saying he's backstage. I asked him in the comments, does he want on? Then I put him on. I added him just then. You probably couldn't see because of the super chats. He was at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then he just left.
Yeah.
I don't know. So if he wants to come on, Narc, you're welcome on. Come on and I'll add you in. No problems.
Yeah.
Next time I see you down the bottom, I'll add you to the panel now, yeah? So come back.
Be beautiful, Timely. Yep, that's beautifully handled there. And by the way, Curly, we love your contribution to the Archieverse. Always first class there. Oh, Timepiece Esquire, next super chat here. $10. The thing that everyone is too polite to ask is, how could your family let you down so much, Arch? They had one thing to do, stay home so the watches don't get stolen. Have you forgiven them? How? And tragedy. Good question. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into personal details, but basically people were here the whole time. I said to them to thank him, hey, here's a 2-day holiday. And I think, honestly, they were being watched, or there was a tracker. I think there was a tracker on the car, to be completely frank with you, when I think about it.
To be honest, Archie, if I was going to do it, I would have had people watching, and then as they left, you have someone follow them just to see where they are.
Well, but the thing is, they could. Yes, fair enough. The other thing is, have I forgiven them? Well, I never blamed them to start with, and I got to be totally honest with you. I'm more grateful they weren't hurt.
Correct.
That's honestly, blame. I'm not blaming anybody. I got to take responsibility for myself. Have you forgiven them? Well, I never blamed them in the first place. I'm just thankful they're not hurt or involved in that tragedy.
Yeah.
How? I'm moving forward. Buy some more watches. That's it.
And whenever there's something like this, whether like Mikey was saying there was a house fire or robbery or something, the most important thing is everyone ends up staying safe, right?
100%.
Things can be replaced.
Now we've got DB 50 knock. 50 knock. Just be the pontiff. Don't mind the drama. Those guys come and go. There we go. That's the DB. Thank you.
And
thank you. Strider became a YouTube member. Thank you so much, the Strider. We've got
Strider.
great steps for the Strider there.
Awesome.
Yeah. You know, like in regards to Archie's robbery and like my loss in the fires, and 10 years before, 15 years before that, you know, with my behavior and you know, just my lifestyle, gaining and losing everything I own so many times over, it was almost par for the course. But I've lost everything I've owned so many times over that I've realized that it's just stuff and it can be replaced. And if you make it your priority, you know, you can go out and get, you know, just if that's you're zeroed in on putting things back the way they were, then do it. You know, you're able to do that. It's just stuff. It can be replaced. Things like family, friends, and your health, no. But otherwise, you know, stuff that's taken or burnt or whatever, it's just stuff. It might hurt dearly. It might hurt your pocketbook, but it's just stuff. And
here we go. DB 20
as well.
ABC, welcome to the panel.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Good to be on.
Here we go. Knock 2020 knock. This one is for Mike the Snake. There we go. Thank you,
wow,
DB.
thanks, man.
I like the motorbike. Look at the avatar. Vintage bike. And we got another super chat from Timepiece Esquire, $5. How can anyone give you any gifts in the future if they know you aren't going to take care of them? You got a beautiful Sky Dweller as a gift and lost it in 6 months.
I don't think that's a fair comment, but anyway, yeah.
I don't think it's fair either. I mean, hey,
it's not like you wore it on a Ducati or something and scratched it to shit or anything like that. It's it got stolen, right?
Left it in the back seat of a taxi or something.
And just quickly, I thought this was appropriate.
Yeah, Jerez, I don't appreciate people who kick someone when they're down.
No,
thank you so much.
So I think Timepiece Fun or whoever that is that's super chatting, I think he was on Greenstream one time, and he actually mentioned that he's a fan of yours. So I wanna ask you, man, you know, just make him a little more positive. You're carrying the show, you know, that's pretty, you know, everyone in the Archieverse respects that. You know, they respect your super chats. But I know you're a fan, man. Come on. Archie's here. He's doing his best. We're all here. Just make it a little more positive, please.
So
Riddler, $2. Why was there no alarm? That's what I can't favor. Look, Riddler, let's not talk about why woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah.
The problem is I can't go into the security that was here because the investigation isn't finished. So let's just leave it at the moment there. But you know what? Yeah. I've paid the ultimate price, okay? I've learned a very expensive lesson. I've learned a lesson. Let's be totally honest there. These were my watches, and I've paid the ultimate price.
But you didn't make a mistake, Arch. It wasn't a lesson learned. It was. I mean, you went above and beyond what most people do to protect what you had.
Wow.
You had an unfortunate circumstance that went down. It happens to certain people. You didn't fuck up. You didn't fuck up. You know, shit happens in life to people, certain people. It just happens. I don't see that you made a mistake anywhere along the line. Your shit was in a safe. a fucking giant bulletproof safe. Took them 6 hours to get into. You know, you made no mistakes. You know, take no blame for that. You know, hey, and you know, if you think about it, oh, I could have done more. I could have put my watches over here. It's like, okay, yeah, you could have taken them and put them in Fort Knox. You know, how far do you want to take it? Right? You
Nick,
never fucked up.
We've
Timepiece
got another
Esquire, $5.
Timepiece Esquire, $5. Bondage seems to have maintained his friendship with Tim, but not with you. Maybe because you lost the amazing gift he gave you. That Sky Dweller was beautiful. Sad. I believe you me, the tragedy of the situation with the it's actually a burglary. It's a robbery is when they take it off said person. Someone says to you, give me your watch. That's called a robbery. A burglary is when you are not there and the goods are taken. I don't know. Look, Bondage, me and Bondage, I've spoken to Bondage. After this incident, I have explained to him how tragic the situation is.
He's even been on, Arch. He's even been on as a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been on. He's all right.
I think to be honest with you, Timepiece Esquire, why would I give the courtesy of telling you my private conversations with Bondage to somebody like you who just wants to make fun of me and mock me? Why would I do that? I wouldn't share those feelings. Besides the money you throw here, which is greatly appreciated,
He sent a new super chat. Check out his new super chat.
Just before we get to Stud Muffin super chat, I think this is relevant as well. What Curly's saying here. So,
Timepiece Esquire is trolling with his wallet. That's as far as it gets. He pays for play. Respect.
Yep. He's paying to play, mate. So it is what it is, right?
Timepiece Esquire. Sorry, Stud Muffin, $5. Timepiece Esquire is on fire. Anyhow, pull up my email and this is actually that's a very let me get that up. Just getting that up now.
I gotta say, I'm excited about this new arrangement, the new hierarchy and timepiece behavior. I'm looking forward,
that's all right.
I'm looking forward to. Is that? Did I fuck your name up? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Here we go. Look at this.
I'm bad, but I'm just saying. I'm.
Here we go.
I'm
This
excited
is
for the future.
Right in the middle of KL.
This is KL, Kuala Viking Lumpur.
Right next to the
Kuala
Grand
Viking
Millennium
Lumpur.
Hotel. Grand Millennium.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Sorry, man.
You know what? You reckon I should go there? I don't know. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, why
I'm
not?
a little. Sorry?
Very upmarket. Very. It's got all the designer names.
Let's have a look here. This is KL.
Let's go and have a look.
Beautiful hotel. Look at this.
Luxury brand. Very, very luxury. Kind of your. Look there. You'd say there. Let's have a look. This
is in Kuala Lumpur. I remember this trip like yesterday. Shit, that was 5 years ago. Timely. Fuck, 5 years ago.
Pre-COVID, eh? Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, yeah. Pre-COVID, yes.
Wow.
Is very popular.
So clean.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Malaysia's beautiful.
Do it for me anymore. Prices are high. Premium retail.
Is that Bukit Bintang?
Sorry?
Is that Plaza Bukit Bintang?
I think so. I think so.
Oh, okay.
There you go, guys. That was
Timepiece Esquire.
Timepiece Esquire, $5. I'm not trying to make things easier for Fatso. He needs some tough love or he won't improve. He is a manipulator. People like that need to be confronted. Thank you for your super duper chat there. I appreciate the money. DB 50 knock, support the first and most honest watch YouTuber on the planet. Upvote.
Upvote, everybody. Upvote. It's not difficult. It doesn't cost you anything. Please upvote. Thank you.
Cool. Hang on. He's on the phone.
Who's on the phone? Arch or Mike?
Yeah, no, Archie's on the phone. All good.
Okay.
Yeah, so some of the things that I wanted to have a look at today, I want to see in the spirit of, building a watch collection from scratch, some of the things that we might strive to achieve later on in the collection, right? So a couple of new watches that just came out, different to some degree, but, we'll get into that as soon as, call it after the first hour, and we'll go from there. At the moment, things seem to be going along pretty well. How clean does Kuala Lumpur look? Looks beautiful.
Yeah, I've been there. It's really
And
nice.
new,
Singapore is on another level in terms of cleanliness. It is one of the cleanest places on this earth.
Arch,
It looks like it.
in this, are you there, Archie?
Sorry. Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
apologies.
As I was saying just a minute ago, in the spirit of, like the topic of today, building a watch collection from scratch, some of the pieces people might aspire to later on when they get to, their end or their grail or whatever as well. I just had one thing that I wanted to bring up here. It's a new piece that people are talking about.
Ooh, the Defy. What do you think?
Yeah, so this piece here, look, for me, it's keeping to a very, how do you say, like there's a format here that people are using that seems to be working, right? Seem to be selling. So AP style, bezel and case. And
well, they would say Gerald Gentra style.
Case, right, with that blue dial, that same color blue dial seems to be the winner, right, at the moment.
Yes.
With the integrated bracelet and that very similar bracelet style. But for me, this watch, what makes it a bit special is, so look, it's 41 mil. It's got a 60-hour power reserve, which is great automatic. But this is a 36,000 beat movement. So
nice.
There's not many 36,000 beat movements out there. The one that comes to mind, one of the first ones, Longines did it back in the day. The reason you don't see too many of them is because of part wear, right? So a lot of parts wear out under high pressure and higher tolerance. So
these guys need to service a bit more regularly, a bit more frequently.
Yeah, and I mean different oils need to be used, especially on the like the pallet fork, for example. It's a higher grade viscosity.
Just very quickly, I'll just grab this super chat here. Riddler, $2. I have a house alarm and safe alarm. It's $52 a month. Thank you, Riddler, for the advice. Thank you. And
hang on. One sec.
The artist formerly known as Curly. Timely behavior, outstanding job under stressful circumstances. Of course, being Italiano, he is a natural. Buona Juba Campari.
Thank you for the kind words, Curly. For me, I'm just having fun, so no stress. For me, it's more coming out of my shell and just doing things that, like I feel natural. So I appreciate the comment. Thank you very much.
What does that mean? Buona Juba Campari.
Good job.
What is that?
Campari is like, so Campari, it's slang, but it's not. So your actual Campari is your godfather, right?
Oh, okay.
Or your uncle in a way you could call as well Campari, but we call it as friend, like mate, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So with this one,
how much is this?
So this one, let's have a look. I didn't actually write the price, and it's actually on here though. As we scroll down, I remember seeing it. So, so have a look at that first of all.
Wow.
So small seconds. So we're going back to a vintage feel with a modern look of a skeletonized dial. So look, I'm not a skeleton fan, but I think this is beautiful.
I second that.
And
I'm not a big skeleton fan, but this watch definitely has it all.
And I love the mix up of I think they did a really good job on the brush and polish finishes on this watch. So when you rotate your wrist in the light, it's really going to catch. It's going to have that eye-catching effect to it. Yeah, it's going to look great.
It's got kind of an AP-esque
They're
bracelet.
sticking to a formula, Mike, that seems to be working for a lot of people. Like Gerard Perregaux brought out one as well. AP.
Yeah, well, it's very Genta-esque, and with the octagonal bezel, and the bracelet is very AP. So yeah, it's definitely following a formula that works for a lot of people, a lot of companies.
Stud muffin, $2 Arch.
Okay, $2. It's not expensive, Arch. Just go away for 2 weeks. There we go. Thank you, Stud Muffin.
you.
And we've got Timepiece Esquire. Timepiece, I don't know. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want?
He just wants you to take his money.
He's having, because he's paying and he's being polite to some degrees and he's not using any kind of foul language or anything. Look, he's paying to play. Just go with it.
Here we go. Whenever I need a good laugh, I pull up your videos criticizing Anthony Farah and his partner on the robberies. They need more security, you said. Well, thank you. Thank you, Timepiece. What can I say? I needed more security too. Yes.
Yeah.
I think I had better security than he did, but hey, that's okay.
But these are the specs for the Defy, right? So 41 mil, great size. It's in that beautiful, like that Goldilocks region of a sports watch. 36,000 beats, mate. That's fantastic. Having such a high beat movement. 60-hour power reserve. It's great. You can take it off for a few days and it's still ticking. What is the price of this thing? That's more to the point, isn't it?
So, Arch, would you choose the Laureato or this Zenith?
I'd definitely go Zenith any day of the week. Zenith. I think Zenith is a much better brand than GP.
Sure, there you go. Yeah. Hey, Arch, I'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay.
Hey, no problem, sir. No problem.
So, what's your opinion of this watch? What do you think?
You know what? I actually now this watch itself there, it's an interesting watch because it doesn't have the chronograph on it. It's just basically a time only watch.
Yep.
And it uses does it use that high beat movement on, I think, doesn't it? It's a high beat chronograph.
36,000 very high beat movement. So this is, I think, 36,000.
33.6.
36,000 AH, so 36,000 beats an hour. So that's about, I think it's close to 20 beats a second around there. That mark, it's crazy spec. Yeah.
Far out.
10 beats a second. Yeah.
Look, I think it's absolutely. I think it. I love Zenith. I think Zenith is a great brand. I think it's a brand that's under
5 beats a second is 8. Yeah, actually no, you're right. 5 beats a second is 18. So sorry, 10. My bad. Yeah.
I prefer this. Here we go. Jack in CK. $2. Where is Bear, the Rancher, and Goldberg? Bear is taking a break. The Rancher is recovering, and Goldberg, he hasn't decided to come on. People come on. I'm not his keeper.
I'm going to rock the boat and say that for me, a Zenith should be a chronograph. I'm a bit of a purist.
Yes. That's what the elephant in the room. I didn't want to say this to you. A Zenith really should be a chronograph. Yes.
It's one of these things, and I'm going to quote our friend Bear, but it's the principle I'm quoting. If you're going to buy a time-only, Genta-esque, skeletonized, integrated bracelet watch, you wouldn't choose a Zenith.
No.
Just like when I was considering roadsters and I was considering the chronograph, he said to me, if you want to buy a chronograph, you wouldn't go for a Cartier. It just so happened to have, it has quite a neat chronograph movement that's actually quite unique because the minute counter doesn't tick. It's a gradual sweep, which I thought was quite cool. But anyway, yeah, if, like I said, if I'm going to buy a polygonal integrated bracelet watch, I wouldn't go for Zenith.
Super chat.
Nice watch.
Chat. Timepiece Esquire, $5. Timepiece Esquire. I don't understand. I'm not even going to read that there because it's just so fucking ridiculous. If they had the combination to the safe, they wouldn't have fucking spent hours hacking into it. And, I think Timepiece Esquire, that might be time to just cool down a bit.
They say, thank you for your donation.
Thank you for your donation.
And we move on. That's fine.
Yeah, let's just
Don't worry
move
about it.
on. Let's just move on there.
But
I got to
that
tell
is-
you,
that's
I
a
think
nice looking
you've
watch.
hit it on the head. You hit it on the head, ABC. I don't know whether Zenith itself there. I would buy a Zenith, which is not a chronograph. They are famous for that fantastic movement. That's what Zenith is famous for.
It's iconic.
I totally get what you're saying there. Guys,
I
just
had a
give me a
Zenith.
couple minutes. I just need to take care of something. I'll be 1 minute, okay?
Go for it.
A couple
no worries.
minutes.
Go for it.
So there was a few comments in the chat about high beat is supposed to be more accurate, and that's the general consensus pretty much. So the more beats per second there are, if the watch is knocked or bumped or anything like that, and there's any issue in regards to skipping, there's less of an instance per second that it's going to have that error, which makes it more accurate. That's pretty much that's where it goes with it. Is it true? Look, to be honest, couldn't tell you. I've got watches, vintage watches that run at 1 or 2 seconds a day, and they're an 18,000 beat movement, and I've got 28,800 beat movements, and they're running at 1 or 2 seconds a day as well. And I see absolutely no difference in how they keep
Tell you
time.
what's
Or
accurate. The 3861 speedy movement is accurate.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I've been wearing it off and on for about a week, and it's no more than +2 a day.
So the other one for me, my most accurate watch as well, that would probably rival that, is the Reverso. So the 976, it runs at +1 second a day on the timograph, and I actually have a timograph here because I do watchmaking and I dabble, I play around with stuff. And on the wrist, it's still at 1 second a day when I wear it throughout the day, because I hack it and set it to look, I'm probably a bit of a nut when it comes to this kind of stuff, but I set it to the phone pretty much, the whatever it is, world time or whatever it ends up being, and 1 second a day, and it stays at 1 second a day.
What Reverso have you got?
Hang on, I'll pull it up full screen 1 sec. So I've got a 976 Grande.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so at the moment, the strap that it's on, it's not the JLC strap. I've got a couple of them, a couple of Casafaliano, one's from Archie. Thank you, Archie. This is on a alligator from Artisan Straps here in Sydney, and he does fantastic work, Jason Koo. I got him to make this, so I had a nice dress strap for it. But yeah, the movement in this is a brilliant movement. And yeah, like I said, 1 second a day.
The deployant's really nice to that.
The deployant's something special as well, and the reason I say that, so it's a double deployant for a start, right?
Yeah.
And it's the new JLC buckle, so you've got the new look of the JLC buckle. But the cool thing about this, I don't know about the old one, but about this right here, you can actually pop that forward, and then the spring bar that's across here, that's normally where the pin for the pin buckle is, just slides out of there's like a rail, and it slides out. So you can remove this this double deployant and put it on another strap in a matter of a minute, and use it for all of your straps rather than just the one.
Nice.
So
does that also mean the spring bar doesn't bounce out as well?
No, it stays in there nice and tight. No need for.
You've changed the strap. What strap are you wearing there? Give us a look.
Yeah. So it's like I was just saying. Hang on, let me take it off again. It's a black alligator strap, and it's from Artisan Straps here in Sydney. I get a lot of straps from Jason. So genuine alligator, does a very good price, very good work, hand stitched.
Yeah.
And I just, for a bit of a dressier look as well. So
I love it.
I've got, like I was just saying, I've got two straps for it that are the Casafaliano. One from you, thank you very much again. Yes, and the other one that came on it. I've got this strap for it as a dressier one, and then I also have one very similar to the Theo and Harris that you had, with the red backing and the caramel sort of front. Jason made that as well, so very similar as well. So we're just talking about accurate watches, and this is my most.
Get onto these next super chats. Kuiper Might Frog, $10. Have a premium drink on the house. Padre, since Tan Demand demoted you from Pontiff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kermit the Frog there.
Oh, get a drink.
Thank you, sir. I'll get a drink there.
While you're doing it, I'll pull up the next super chat.
Yeah, next super chat. Mr. Zoso, $5. I have the Zenfell Primero original 1969 blue dial. Bought it new. Garbage compared to the Daytona. Hardly lasts 30 hours, and it was serviced by Zenith.
Cool. Very nice watch.
There we go. Not a problem at all there. Thank you, Mr. So. Thank you, Mr. Zoso. I'm just going to get some ice. Let me get some ice for my drink. I think a little bit of ice would be nice. We're going to get the nice.
So, just so while we're on the topic of I guess watch straps now. So yeah, I've always gone through artisan straps, and Jason's always been very good to me, and always made sure that whatever he's passed along has been quality, and all of his products are quality and stand up to the test of time in Sydney weather, I guess. So it's humid, not as humid as Mr. GMT where he lives, but it's it still gets pretty humid and pretty hot here. So 40 to 45 degrees Celsius, probably 100 to 110 Fahrenheit, I think, American. But yeah, so that's the current way, I guess. So the straps hold up really well with that. Hang on one sec. I've just got a little visitor here. One sec. So sorry, school holidays, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, so the straps hold up really well. Anyone on the panel here, where do you guys source any aftermarket ones that you guys get? Anyone? Let's go around. ABC.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. I've sourced an aftermarket Omega rubber strap that I actually put on my Speedy. I had it on my Seamaster, but I couldn't move the bezel. It was just jamming slightly, but I actually sold that Seamaster. It's the previous one from the Wave dial, the lacquer dial. So I wear that on my Speedy. Fits perfectly. It's versatile. It's comfortable, and just slap it on.
Yeah.
And for my Rolex, I like Everest's. Everest straps.
You know what? I'm going to do something different today. You know what? Instead of having the Glenfiddich,
yeah,
my good friend, I think Matthew Burnett got this for me. I'm going to open this. Okay.
So just before you do that, are you able to throw the link up there? So Aussie Expat wants to jump in. Yes, you are welcome, Aussie Expat. You're a good bloke.
Yes, of course. I love Aussie Expat.
I'm still learning, and I don't know how to throw the link up. I'm going to be honest with everyone.
Okay. I'll tell you how to do it simple. You know, in the URL of StreamYard.
Yep.
You see that URL? You just copy that and paste it.
Oh, okay. That's all right. No worries.
Yeah. Don't worry. I didn't realize that either to start with. And
so yeah, jump on, mate. Stud Muffin, $2.
Part 2 of email. Pull it up. Pull it up.
Let's do it.
You need a break. Fuck, I must admit, I am starting to fall in love with these videos here. Oh my god.
We skipped Timepiece Esquire super chat. Like you said, he's paying to play. He made a few comments about it, so you probably just want to read it so you can keep the money going.
Sure, no problems there.
Apologies.
Hello, Aussie Expat. How are you?
Good day, gentlemen.
Hey. Now, just out of interest there, you see what his problem with the lighting is? He's got lighting behind him. You want lighting in front of you. So if he closed those blinds, he'll actually come up a lot better. Or if he turns around, he'll be a lot better.
There we go.
He's got lighting. Actually, that blind behind you you've just moved to, shut that one.
Yeah,
One that
this will be a little bit better, this direction.
Yeah.
Archie, so you got Timepiece Esquire, read it out, and then up to you, whatever you want to do, yeah?
Okay, AC, Okay, Timepiece Esquire, $5. AC3 just realized his son hasn't asked to borrow money for the past 2 months and light bulbs lit up. Could he? No. But then how is he? Exactly how? Well, the thing is, Timepiece Esquire, I don't discuss his affairs on the show because of people like you who just think it's fun to just mock my situation in life. Okay?
So
why would I share anything personal when you just want to come out and mock me for a few lousy laughs?
Arch, if you get to this point, right, and you don't like the super chat, they've paid, you read it out and just go, thank you for your donation and move on. Don't worry about it, yeah?
Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
All right.
Thick skin, Arch. Thick skin.
Yeah, that was from Thomas Burnett. Thomas Burnett. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Thomas Burnett.
There we go there.
Fantastic. All right, bring up the email, Arch. Stud
Okay,
muffin.
the next stud muffin. Let's bring this baby up. Oh, shite. This is Sai.
Just to have a quick laugh, I kind of look like Aussie expat, so
Whoa.
people.
Oh my god,
Whoa.
We've got brothers.
What the?
that was scary.
This is Saigon. 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 Saigon Adventure. Look at the motorcycles in Saigon. Look at this.
That's crazy.
That money for nothing in the background.
Someone super chat Archie $50 to try and cross the street.
I don't want to use this music. I better put this music off. But look,
Yeah.
this was Saigon. Saigon.
Crazy.
My God, it is so busy.
They're
Look
even
at
on the
this.
footpath.
Yes.
Is it still
Yes.
like that there? When was this taken? 2 years ago?
Actually, it was a couple years ago.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
I
Saigon
spent a lot
is
of time in Thailand, but my wife regrets us never getting to Vietnam.
Vietnam is incredible. Believe you me, I had a great time in Vietnam. Vietnam is amazing. It's this I like these little alleyways. It's just
It's funny, Arch. I never had Vietnamese food until you started talking about it and showing videos of it, and then I just had to go and get them. Spring rolls, the pho, absolutely.
What did you think of it
fantastic. The
after you
crispy
had it?
wontons. Oh my god, it's expensive, but it's always a blast.
Okay.
I mean, it's well deserved.
yes. Yes.
Very cool.
I only love banh mi. But I do love
Yeah.
it. With the
Vietnam
proper
is
bread.
just
Incredible.
I got to tell you, Vietnam is one of the most amazing cities.
Hey.
Which city? Ho Chi Minh City or
Yeah,
Ho
Saigon.
Chi
Hanoi?
Minh
or-
City is Saigon. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
Saigon. Saigon. It's incredible.
Super chat.
It's- Okay, dokie. Super chat. Here we go. Super chat. Here we go. Juco Ted, $5. If those are motorcycles, then I fart gold bricks. Scooters, sir. Okay. That's
Let's-
scooter. Okay,
There's
sorry.
some
Let's just
motorcycles
quickly
in
go
there.
around the grounds here. Do a wristwatch check. I was going to say it the way
Oh,
you did,
wristwatch check. I took my watch off. I got my
Alright.
bluesy. Come on, focus.
Lovely.
Hunting Cat's not there, so we're going to go down to Aussie Expat. What do you got on today, mate? You've always got something good.
I got a little bit of blue too. Got the
Oh.
Batgirl.
Ooh, very cool. On the Jubilee, very nice. Very sexy.
I'm
Hang
wearing-
on,
I'm
ABC.
wearing-
Your name?
I'm wearing Kermit's ass.
Kermit the Frog.
It's the Seiko, so it's Kermit's ass, I call it.
Kermit's ass. All right, that watch boy, you're up. Very, very
Ooh,
nice.
the
That's the one.
DJ.
You're on mute, mate. You're on mute.
Sexy,
They
sexy
just with the
clasp on
Super
that one.
Jubilee. Yeah.
There you go. That is sexy. That look, I'm not massive on Datejust, but that has to be one of the sexier ones. And then I've got the Reverso, right? So, all right. Timepiece Esquire.
Oh, here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $5. Your wife's purses were stolen also, right? How upset was she? Did her reaction throw you off? Did she blame you, or did she care? Did she not care? Do you suspect her too? You know what? Thank you for your money, and
Thank
let's
you for
keep
the
going.
super chat.
Thank you. All right, so I've got a question for everyone here on the panel in a way, right?
Yes.
So we've got people here from all walks of life in regards to building a collection. What do you think the next dial craze colors are going to be? So we've had the whole green thing happen, and we've had blue and all that. There's a little bit of, I guess there was a bit of purple trying to come through at some stage. Do you think red's going to be the next big thing, or?
I'll go red, either bezels or dials.
I'm thinking red would be the next big thing to happen, right? In regards to, the watch craze. I don't think we're over the blue yet, but I'm thinking red. What everyone in the comments, type what color you guys think it's going to happen.
I got to tell you guys, I think history keeps repeating itself. What's fashionable one time, then it flips to something else.
Yeah.
They keep repeating, and sorry, I was just trying to tell. Can I just tell you a story quickly, Timely?
Yeah, go.
So myself, I've had a number of starts in my collecting journey. A number of starts. So the 90s, I ran out of money. Right, ran out of money. Had to sell all my watches off to basically clear credit cards. That's where I sold the Day-Date, the Explorer. I had a 5-piece Rolex collection. That was the best collection, late 90s. And then I started building every time I got a little bit of money, you know what I got first? I always bought a Datejust steel white gold bezel first. It was Datejust.
I remember you telling me that yesterday.
Let's go.
And they were only 16-234s. They weren't okay. So then what happened is I always wanted to add a second watch. I always wanted to add a Submariner, no date sub, no date sub, bang per buck. And then the third watch I always wanted was Explorer. That was how Datejust, Sub, Explorer. And I've had a number of false starts. Oh my God, so many false starts. And I got to tell you now, building a collection, when I build a collection, I think it's nice to cover some bases. Some sort of casual, smart, dressy watch like a Reverso, some sort of Chronograph, some sort of diver, some sort of G. I like to cover my bases now. I find it convenient to cover the bases.
Boss man, sorry to interrupt you, but do you want to just have a look through the chat? Not to read out anyone's chats, but you see some people there, regulars, like you got Birmingham, Mr. Zoso, Pavel. Just give them a bit of a shout out. And if they want to come on, by all means, you're welcome to come on.
By all means, come on there. JJ's in the crowd there. JJ is saying, look at this. $2 super chat. $2 super chat. Right. JJ, Timely doing great work. Macadamia nut break. Arch, thank you.
Thank you, JJ. That actually means quite a lot because I got a lot of respect for JJ as well. So,
yes.
No, that's much appreciated. Timepiece Esquire.
Timepiece Esquire, $10. You don't pay tax bringing your personal watches to USA. Imagine AC3 met up with a great dealer on his trip, gave him his watches, convenient on last day, asked his family to go on holiday. Okay, thank you. That's just ridiculous. For starters,
the $10 donation. Thank you very much.
Actually, I'm not even going to justify it by answering any of the crap there.
That's fine, but just thank you for the donation. That's it.
But
he paid you.
The big flaw is Timepiece Esquire. Why was I inadequately insured? Tell me that. Inadequately insured. Why was I grossly inadequately insured?
Because you had a safe.
Don't get hung up on it. Don't worry about it. Honestly, just we'll move on. Right?
Sorry, 1 minute. I got to see this guy quickly. 1 minute.
Sure, no worries. So we've got a few people here with Rolex in their collection, right? So I know Aussie Expat has a few Rolex in his collection. I've seen him on other streams and also on this one.
He's got his own channel as well. He's got his own channel, which he
yeah. You have your own channel as well. There's a few people here with channels. I'm not one of them. I'll be honest with you. It's not for me to start one and so forth. I'm not here to do any of that. My question is, with everyone on this panel that's into Rolex, whether you have them or you like them, we've seen the titanium big weapon come out not too long ago, right? That big beast of a watch. What do you think's going to happen next with Rolex? What do you think the next trend or piece will probably be? Because remember, whatever they do, it's tasteful, and it's only a marginal thing in which they change. So, like the left-hand drive that they brought out, that was massive, being left-hand drive. But what do you guys think is going to happen?
I
Let's
don't
bring up
think
the
the
super chat
25 mil
first. Sorry.
thick watch isn't. I don't think that's tasteful, personally. I think it's gaudy. It's just.
Didn't say it was. Just that's what they've done, right?
Oh,
So
all right. Yeah.
I'll read this one out. Archie's not here, but it's not directed at Archie anyway. So super pitchy, New Zealand, $5, timely behaviour, class act, great show. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I've never done this really before. This is my first time doing anything like it, stepping up. I did help Mr. GMT for a while with his. So yeah, just helping out in the, Archie's provided entertainment over a very long period of time. I've been watching him probably longer than he even realizes. So it's just something I guess we can give back, yeah? So I'm helping Archie out for as long as he needs to, and then leave it to the experts, yeah? Thank you.
So
Yeah,
I
super
reckon
quick,
Mr.
timely. I think you're doing a great job, man. And I think this show really proved that, us hopping on, Aussie hopping on, ABC hopping on, everyone super chats, and even timepieces super chats. I think this really did prove that, hey, Archie's here to stay. We got his back. He's not going anywhere. And we all love Archie. Seeing Burbing Hard, seeing JJ, even the narc hopping on or attempting to hop on. This was all great. So good job, man.
Thank you. No, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, Rolex, what do we think? Let's go around the grounds. Let's go one at a time so we're not all jumping in. We'll go Aussie expat first. We'll go left to right because I'm a lefty. So, Aussie expat, what do you reckon?
Number one, I wish they would actually just pause for a year, quite frankly. I wasn't too happy with last year's releases by much. Like, for example, we got Diamond, Indice, Palm Motif, Date Just. Completely, I love the Palm Motif Date Just, but the Diamond Motif one just meant that when I finally got the call for the Palm Motif one, it had fucking diamonds on it. So I had to say no. So less diamond Date Just, please, unless you do the really beautiful baguette settings like on the Daytona and the Day Date, but less of those, thankfully, hopefully. But I really wish they do less. The only watch that I would absolutely spooge for is the titanium Yachtmaster. If they could make that happen, that would be incredible. It's not going to happen. Probably what will happen is a platinum Submariner.
Yeah. Cool. ABC, what do you reckon?
I reckon we might see more titanium. I don't know. Are there any big anniversaries coming up? Do you reckon they'll start going green again in any of the 50th or 60th, 70th anniversaries?
Sub and Daytona this year.
Yep.
So
that's right, Daytona.
That's why I'm saying platinum sub, because no one wants it, but that's probably what'll happen.
Lately they've generally been doing things that people aren't. I mean, it's not the popular thing, like a left-hand drive, the titanium on this big weapon, that kind of stuff. So, look, for me, I'll be honest with you. I know a bit about Rolex, but I'm not going to even begin to, go into what I think that they're going to do. I think they're going to use more titanium on other watches just because they've dabbled in it now, and it's, that when they do something, they tend to do it across the board in a way. So we saw, like with gold, for example, come out, each model sort of has their own piece in gold, precious metal. Look, I think it's going to be something along those lines, but hey, they might do something completely off center like they did with the Sprite and just, and on the Sprite, I think what would actually make the Sprite look better is if the date was on the right-hand side. I know it takes a lot more engineering.
They should have done that. Like, the fact that they put it on the left-hand side just screams of, like, they don't know why they made that watch. Like, so if you put it on a diver, it's to protect the crown more. You wear it on your left wrist and have the crown facing the other way. But because that GMT movement has the jumping hour, you're meant to manipulate it. So, apparently it's a lefty's watch. But then which lefty was complaining about the side of the date window? So
look,
it's
I'm a lefty. I'm a lefty, and I've had a left-hand drive watch before. I had the Caliber 11, the Steve McQueen. And guess what? I wear my watches on my left hand as well. It makes no difference to me whatsoever which side the crown's on. What makes a difference to me is probably more, I guess, symmetry or a balanced dial. And for me, more balance would be having the date on the right-hand side. It does take more engineering because wherever you have the crown and the crown stem, you've got the keyless works, and that's what effectively when you pull the crown out, sliding clutch moves. You've got the setting lever spring, and the setting lever adjusts to the next setting, and that's what gives you your flip over to the date all the time or a wind ability. So to do that, they would have to move the entire keyless works to the other side of the watch. There would have to be some form of, I guess, extension or massive crown stem that went across. It'd be too much to engineer, I guess, but it'd be nice to have, if that makes sense. Sorry to put a bit too much technicality in it.
No, it's really good. It's really interesting. In terms of Rolex, do you think they'll discontinue the Milgauss?
Quite possibly. I mean, we saw the Hulk go, right?
A lot of people have been thinking that for years.
Or not so much discontinuing the Milgauss itself, but maybe discontinuing a model of Milgauss. Like, how you got the black dial, you've got the Z blue and all that, the white dial and so forth, or, you've got the green crystal. They might discontinue part of that, which will then bring the prices of those up again, and people like me will never get a chance to buy one.
The problem with an update to the Milgauss is that while timeline-wise and movement-wise and magnetic protection-wise, everything about it is getting a bit long in the tooth.
Yeah.
It just requires just way more innovation than I think Rolex has appetite for right now. I mean, the next Milgauss has to be a complete redesign, and there's almost no real background reference that they have for that watch, in my opinion, to go with, apart from just it's going to look like a Datejust. I don't know. It's the easiest option is just to keep it going, just keep selling it.
And just a heads up to Timepiece Esquire. I haven't forgotten about your $2 super chat, but it's not directed for me. It's directed for Archie. So when he comes back, that's the next one we'll roll with and get on with. So it hasn't been forgotten. I'm actually waiting on that mark at the moment for him to get back. So yeah, just a heads up, okay? But no, it's great.
Guys,
I
think they're going to add the. I think they're going to add the ceramic bezel to the solid gold Daytonas. I think that would be really cool. I forgot who said that. Someone in the Archieverse said that before me. But I think that's what they'll do. But interesting that Ozzy said that he doesn't want anything to happen, because I actually think that's what they'll do. I don't think they'll do much, or perhaps, like you said, Timely, maybe discontinue like one style of the Milgauss. But I really don't see much happening. But other than that, guys, I just want to let you know that I love you all. I love Archie. I've been watching for a really long time. I'm going to have to go to dinner now. Tell Arch bye for me. I think he does remember me.
I will.
It was great to chat with you guys.
Thank you for coming on, and please come back again. Don't be a stranger.
Hey, thanks, man. Y'all take care.
You're always welcome, man.
Cheers.
Brother. I'll talk to y'all later.
Awesome. Thank you.
Take care, man.
So that's that one. There's another one that I'd like to bring up here. So just give me a second. So how we had.
I think the Yachtmaster would be more interesting in terms of getting a variation. It's a model that has always entertained lots of variation, and its current lineup on steel is languishing just a little bit in terms of interest, despite it being a relatively expensive watch. And it's a watch that, as I said, can accommodate a lot of variation. So you could throw in some crazy dials on there, and no one will go, well, why did the Yachtmaster get that? Well, the Yachtmaster's always got crazy dials. So that's my pick, is another pick-me-up for the Yachtmaster.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Have you ever seen a Yachtmaster 2 out in Vegas, Ozzy?
I've only seen it on the case. Like, I've seen one in pre-owned, so a real one. I've also seen one in the exhibition case, whether or not it's so big. Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like that sort of that black? What's that? Is that ceramic?
Okay, hang on. Before we'll get to this in a second, right? We'll get to this in a second. We're up. We've got a super chat from Timepiece Esquire. I just want you to go through now quickly.
Sure. Let's go through those. We'll give them the love they deserve. Timepiece Esquire, $2. Everything you do is inadequate. AC3 makes sense. Thank you for your super
so I think
chat.
that was pretty much it at the moment. So I think with super chats we're caught up. What I want to ask, because you weren't here, we went through the panel.
Yes.
So you are definitely Rolex through and through. I know you love your Patek as well, but if we cut you, you're going to bleed Rolex. What do you think Rolex is going to do this year?
You know what?
If anything.
I think we're going to bring out the Coke this year.
Oh, yeah?
And we're also going to have a two-tone Explorer 2.
Cool. That'd be nice.
And we're going to bring out the Jaffa.
You know, it doesn't sound good.
Jaffa.
The two-tone Explorer 2 doesn't sound good when you think about it. But if you look at what you could do with it, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. You could actually make it quite tasteful. Yeah. So this is one watch that I've brought up now, Archie. It's one of the newer ones on the market at the moment. So this is the Monza, Tag Heuer Monza. This is the flyback chronograph. Another skeleton watch. We're keeping with a bit of a theme today, right, on new watches. So
did you know the interesting thing? Can I tell you the interesting thing? Who owns Zenith? Do you know who owns Zenith?
Richmond?
LVMH.
Oh, there you go.
Who owns Tag Heuer?
LVMH, I'm guessing.
Same group?
Yeah, it's
So
the son
you're going
of
to see
LVMH's CEO that runs Tag now.
Oh, there you
you're
go.
going to see similar type stuff there, and the skeletonized. I don't know. I'm not really a big skeletonized fan. I like the date at 9. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's different. So this is what I mean. So again, back to the Rolex. I don't mean to put Tag on the spot for a minute, but if Tag Heuer, right, can make the crown on the right and the date on the left, why couldn't Rolex with the Sprite make the date on the right and the crown on the left? It is possible.
Because they got to rejig the movement. They got to rejig it.
And I can understand that, but this has been rejigged as well. I mean, for the money you spend, kind of thing, to keep the symmetry. But all right,
You're
anyway.
right. You're right. For the money, they should have, but shoulda, woulda, coulda.
So this particular watch, right? So they're running their Caliber 2 movement. I'm guessing it's based on an ETA, but having obviously adjustments.
Probably a Salida. Is it Salida based? I think this would be Salida based now.
So this has an 80-hour power reserve, and it's a carbon case on this chronograph. So what are the thoughts around the panel here, guys? What do we think?
I do like
I love the blue
materials to change things up.
Yep.
I'm not going to say I like a Tag though.
I like how legible it is. It is very legible.
For a skeletonized watch, it's very legible. Yes, correct. They're normally very hard to read. Pardon?
How much is it?
How much? That should be here somewhere. Hang on. I did see. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I think I saw it for around 18 to 20 Australian.
1,000.
It is a pretty penny, right?
Wow.
For Tag Heuer.
Yeah, that is punching in Rolex territory, really, 18 to 20,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
Correct. So you really have to love this watch.
Mm.
It's not for me. I'm going to put my 2 cents in now. I like the fact that they've changed it up with the date on the left, and it keeps a bit of symmetry because of the sub-dials. I like the look of the dial itself, the skeletonized. It's very legible, very easy to read. I like the color schemes.
Oh, look, Strider says, we should stop talking Rolex because nobody can get them. We're all doing is pumping them up and making it harder. Rolex is unobtainium. Talk Tudor, Tag, Omega, anything else. The only problem is, Strider, sometimes you just got to pay the piper, pony up the extra, and be done.
Well, we are talking Tag at the moment. Unfortunately, it is still one that's up there in value, but this is what's new. So I thought we'll do a bit of what's new, some vintage pieces.
No. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
I like the look of it. I think it's sexy. I don't like the carbon, but that's because I'm more of a vintagey kind of watch guy. But I really do like the look of it. I know it's based on the original Monza as well, very closely based on that in regards to styling. So you know, I think it's a great watch. I think it's a nice piece that TAG brought out. They're mixing it up a bit. I don't like how much it costs, and I'm not a fan of the carbon, but that's just one man's opinion, right?
So industry-wise, a lot of these brands, especially brands like TAG, where most of the catalog is sitting under 5,000, really want to justify their movement up in terms of price. It's sort of like a death territory in the range that TAG are sitting in at the moment. And so they're going to do a lot to try and justify having some higher statement pieces that sort of drag the entire catalog along in terms of price. But right now, I just personally, I'm very price sensitive. I mean,
oh my God,
like
Aussie expat! When Aussie expat tells me he's price sensitive, it is over, Jesus! It is over! God, he's price sensitive? Are you out of your fucking mind? You were staying at the Wynn.
No, I live in Las Vegas.
This was the man. This was the man that was wearing a Hulk and telling you that the Sky Dweller was a bit not needed.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
Hey, we've got Mr. GMT in the audience. So to keep things more GMT-ish.
Come in, get it! Come in, get it! Come in, get it! You won't regret it in 2023 at Tip Top Snack Bar!
No, look, I'm going to say I'm price sensitive when I see brands like increasing their prices, but the watch isn't any different. So like,
turn that blind off, Aussie expat. Turn the blind. So,
give me a second. Give me a second.
Super chat, Archie.
Baby, what a beautiful baby boy. Is that a baby boy he's got there? What a beautiful baby he's got on his knee there.
Oh, this one's my girl.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
You know, I missed my kids being that age. You know that? I really, really do miss that. They were so... We could talk Thomases and trains and Henry the Octopus and... You know... Oh, hello! Look, he's got a smile. We got a smile. Timepiece Esquire, $5. Wait! How do we know you were adequately insured? Saying you were inadequately insured. Saying you were more than covered would have been bad for the sympathy super chat, right? How much super chat did you get?
Don't know. Next.
I don't understand that. Thank you for your donation there. Well, why would I lie? Why would I lie? Who knows? You want to believe me or don't believe me, that's your choice. Maybe I don't exist. Maybe this is all scripted.
Can we, boss man? Can you post the link at the top of the YouTube there? Because we've got people that want to jump on, but we have to keep.
Poway wants the link.
Yes,
Father
Poway.
Poway, top of the morning to you.
Yes,
top of the morning to you.
You know what? I got to
Poway.
tell you something. Sorry, I want to say something timely.
Yep.
I'm really fucking enjoying this stream with you. I'm having a really good time. We're chatting watches. We're discussing things that you've got some
Here we go. The HR director's here.
I love you, Archie. I love you. I love you. It's cold, and it's fucking cold. It's good. It's good. Give me a light. It's good.
G'day, Poway.
Give me a light. Let's get the moon and bring it down, Archie. Let's get the moon and bring it down. We'll get the moon and bring it down. I've had too much spice, I think. I've had too much.
Thank
what are you laughing
sir.
at, Timely? What are you laughing at? You don't own me. You don't own me, you lad. You don't own me. I'll tell you now.
I don't want to piss off HR because I'm on a 6-month probation here on this new gig, right? Kind of thing. So I don't want any issues with HR. Thank you. So moving along a little bit, I've got another one that I want everyone's opinion on, and this is one that's for sale at the moment as well. So I'm going to put this on. So we're going vintage now, right? So we've got a JLC Memovox. This is at Vintage Watch Co at the moment, right? So it's in pretty good condition. And look, I'm a JLC fan. I like vintage watches.
I love it. I love that vintage dial, man. The dial.
Just a bit about this one, just quickly. So it's selling for 58.50 Australian, so 5,850 Aussie dollars. So dollar reduced.
4,000 US.
Yep. So this is a 1960s model. It's got a 489 automatic, obviously alarm, and it's 37 mils. So for vintage, it's a good size, right? Like vintage is normally small. You need a loop to read it, but this is 37 for a dress watch. It's hitting that Goldilocks for a dress watch piece, and having an alarm and date function and JLC. Come on, this is a real JLC.
That's pretty cool. You got to remember, the guys. This is Aussie dollars.
Yeah, Aussie dollars, man.
This is Aussie dollars.
Aussie dollars. This is look, Vintage Watch Co. They're in Sydney. This is in the Strand Arcade in Sydney.
Yep.
Right, so it's a sexy. It's in really good nick too. So I mean, I like giving some local guys a bit of a bump up when they have something nice.
And these guys here, don't forget, this is Ronnie who contributed to get me a Speedy after the burglary. What a nice guy.
He's a friend of yours, this guy.
He's a very
so I like
good
to
friend
promote
of mine.
people like Coven, Ronnie, and everyone that I can. So the crowns, as you can see here, the crown, both JLC signed original crowns. It's vintage. You're going to find a couple of little things. Remember, this is blown up to crazy to see that mark. You know, it's in really good condition for its age.
This is 4,100 US, including tax.
So, you know, this is a very sexy piece, guys. So what do we think? Let's go around the grounds. Let's start with the man that, look, Pontiff, you're the man.
Look,
what do you think?
I was never a big Memovox fan.
I'm back! Fucking hell! Help me, Archie! Help me! Archie, help me!
Help me.
I'm out as a fucking kite here! I'm out as a fucking kite! My mouth is dry as fucking Gobi Desert! What do I do?
Here we go. Very quickly, I'll just get this timepiece Esquire super chat. $5. You would lie so people can feel bad for you and send you money. You needed money after the US trip, and this was perfect excuse to get sympathy. Super chat, right? You know, I will actually answer that.
Go for it.
You know what? It's like pretending you've got cancer or you've had a death in the family. It's so uncool. It's uncool beyond belief. And I got to be honest with you. After the US trip, I didn't really. Everyone looked after me so much. It really wasn't. I didn't have any money. Why would I have money problems after the trip? I had a great time. It was fantastic.
So just quickly, Nark's here, and you have a super chat. So I just want to let Nark introduce him onto the show, and then we'll go back again with Timepiece Esquire.
Timepiece Esquire, $2. You mean the Speedy you never wear and don't appreciate?
Bit rough. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you for your donations.
I have to say, Time, you're doing a very good job.
Well, thank you, Nark. I appreciate that. That's great coming
But I've
from you.
noticed since you've come on, you're putting a bit of weight on. I don't know what it is about the Archie show. You got to, the enthusiasm level has to go up a bit to about a 6. But
so where am I now? On the enthusiasm scale, where am I at the moment?
You're just above Diego and Tanzil level.
Which is what number on the scale here?
That's a 1 or 2.
Oh, come on. 1 or 2, please.
So you're doing a very good job. Archie, I was probably a bit harsh yesterday.
Are you okay, man? What happened to your voice? Are you okay?
You just woke up, or...
I've been sucking too many cocks.
According to GMT, that's the case. That's what you said yesterday. Yeah.
Let me say this to you seriously. By the way, there, guys, they say I didn't wear the Speedy. I'm actually ready for a watch change. I was petrified it would be stolen. Just mentally, very, very tough. Yeah, that watch isn't going to be.
Yeah. By the way, Aussie freak, don't use your kid. to change your image.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Don't you use the kid to
The
do
neck!
what?
The neck's back! You've got to keep him, Archie!
Hang on.
You've got to tickle his balls, Archie! Tickle, do what he needs! Lick his balls, tickle him, do whatever he likes! You've just got to keep,
Now, let me get back to this watch here. I got to tell you something. You know what? Timely,
Yeah.
I fucking love this watch. I think it is absolutely beautiful. It's got that vintage feel. I love the dial. I love that kind of. I love the case. A lot to love for the money. Holy shit! That's a very, very, very
good bang for buck on this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I'm not a big Memovox fan, but this could swing me. I could swing for the other side. I think what a great watch. My opinion is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Next.
Let's go down to ABC because Hunting Cat's not here still. So ABC, what do you reckon? ABC, no. Okay, let's move along again. Aussie Expat, what's your feel of this watch?
This is gorgeous. I hung out with Jamie Opulence in Vegas, and he really wanted.
And you're confessing to that? You should.
Yes. And so I spent.
Is your voice finally breaking?
Look, Aussie Expat, don't use your kid to change your image. We know you're a freak. We know what you really like. So don't use your kid as a prop.
Thank you, Narc.
Hey man,
I'm gonna go.
Sexual appetite is part of reproduction, Narc.
One thing before I go, we love Bear. Bear left for his own reasons. There's a lot of trolls trolling him on other channels, right? He didn't leave because he was forced out. He wanted to leave because he wanted a break. So Archie, you got to clear that up a little bit. They're trolling him.
This is a Bear friendly zone. We love Bear. He's always welcome here. He's always welcome back. Anything we can do to support Bear is what we'll do.
Yeah, and fuck the trolls.
Fuck the trolls. Unless they pay, then it's all right. We'll read it out.
That sounds like a line from what was that horrible movie in Las Vegas with all Showgirls? I was like, look, you do a dance for them. They're not allowed to touch you. But, you know, if they pay a little bit, okay, they can put your hand on you, whatever. But they're not allowed to whip it out and come on you. But if they leave a big tip, okay, maybe it's okay.
Read it out, but that's all we'll do.
Here we go. Thomas Burnett, £1.80. Here we go there, Arch. Hope you're enjoying the whiskey. Yes, Thomas Burnett. That was I just opened it today in celebration of you, Thomas. So I actually opened that and I did give you credit for it. Writer's Tears. There we go. Writer's Tears.
So what do you think, Arch, will drop?
Beautiful. It's an Irish whiskey. Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I thank you so much for your kindness and generosity there. Thank you so much.
Very, very cool. So, guys, I just want to put it out there as well. Archie and I were having a bit of a chat behind the scenes. So we were talking about with Mr. GMT when he had his collection review on the show. That was a really good show. It was a good bit of fun. We enjoyed it. I jumped on at the back end of it. Obviously, I wasn't on during the review. I got there late, but we enjoyed the review, and I know everyone in the chat enjoyed it as well. So if there's anyone that's interested in that as well, let us know. Email Archie or come on and have a bit of a chat with Archie, and we can go about that. Because that'd be really good. If we can get a couple of people with a nice collection on, we could go through that again, and it'd be great fun. Super chat, Archie.
Rick Vasava, $5. What do you guys think about Rolex suing Oyster and Pop, who make clocks for children? Yeah, that's an interesting thing there. Look, the problem is Rolex has very, very good lawyers. When they say they were suing them, I think they give you a cease and desist letter, which basically says, stop doing it or we will sue you. So if you've got some brains and you realize how much a protracted legal battle costs, you walk away. Okay, that's what you do. You stop it. So I think it's, look, that's just how Rolex is very protective of their trademarks. And unfortunately, I can see both sides to it, and I think it was an innocent thing. But hey, when you got very expensive lawyers, unlimited money, unlimited lawyers, you can control the narrative. You can control
much, yeah.
the narrative. So,
looking at why they called it Oyster and Pop, it seems like the company was on a road called Oyster something. This is very flimsy naming of a company, honestly. I don't know why they would do that. It wouldn't be something I'd be that attached to. But I have sympathy regardless. They're not going to win. And Rolex won't be shamed. Like, no one cares enough.
Timepiece Esquire, $5, Archie.
Timepiece Esquire, $5. This is why we don't trust you, Arch. You lie all the time. Can someone go back to the post-USA vids to see if AC3 says he needed money or not? News to me. Okay, so what do you want, Timepiece Esquire? What do you really want from me? What do you want? Do you enjoy the channel? Do you hate the channel? I don't know. Does it bring you joy? I honestly don't understand nothing. I not understand this stuff, but I enjoy the money that comes in. Oh, what a beautiful baby. What?
She's just learning to cruise, so I'm just...
Oh, man. What a beautiful baby. What a gorgeous baby. You're so... I mean, I'll be honest with you. When my kids were young, that was probably the best time in my life. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
I look back...
I had the same time with my son. I had my paternity leave right around when he was starting to walk, and I think she's probably good to start walking in the next few weeks, so we'll see.
Thomas Burdett, £1.80. Great job, Timely. Great watch talk.
Thank you.
Yes. And those Memovoxes, I got to tell you, have you seen them? They've got a very interesting. They're an interesting watch. Have you ever seen?
I've had a chance to play with one in person. What's cool about it is so bottom crown winds the watch, sets the time and all that. The top one is for the alarm. So they got two barrels, one barrel for the alarm, one barrel for the watch, and obviously automatic, but you can manually wind. The cool thing with the alarm is when you go to set the time, it's that entire disc in the middle where the arrow is that moves around to the correct position, like an alarm clock. Same sort of concept, but it's not just a hand or something small. The entire dial will shift around, and it's a beautiful watch, gorgeous.
Very
I'm
very
a big
cool.
advocate for one of these. I really like the Memovox.
Yes,
Vintage
I can
JLC.
see.
Yeah, I'm really into it.
The terrible thing with JLC is they also did have some gold-plated stuff in the 50s.
Yeah,
you know that kind of. Even Rolex had gold-plated stuff.
Yeah, at one point they did as well. They had like the Oyster Precision range and all that. They had gold plating on those, like the 6694s and things like that. But with this, you go stainless steel, obviously, because it holds up better. And I mean, you know, vintage JLC for a good price. What can you do? That's great. I mean, good size, good price. The only thing you have to watch out with the Memovoxes from memory is making sure that the alarm function is loud enough, because over time they wear. And the second thing that is to watch out for as well is making sure that they were recently serviced, because these are a bitch to service. Timepiece Esquire.
Timepiece Esquire, $2. How come we have never seen you eat Vegemite, Arch? I don't hate it. I must admit, I don't hate Vegemite, but I'm not a huge fan of it. What do you think of it, Timely?
If I ever do something wrong, my punishment has to be to eat Vegemite on toast. How about that?
Oh, come on. I can't be the most Australian here. I use Vegemite as a little transportation device whenever I need to feel like I'm back in Australia. Hopefully I've got a sauce for VB and a little bit of Vegemite.
I have Vegemite here at home, but I use it for when you're making a stew or something like that as an enhancer. Instead of adding salt, you add a bit of Vegemite and so forth, and it actually brings a lot more flavor out. But not on toast, because you can't really taste it when it's in the stew. It's just bringing out flavors of everything else. But when you put it on toast, I mean, that's the
yeah. I'm on the same page. It's horrible by itself or on bread. But it is good. It is good for like an addition to a stew or a soup, to kind of bring out the flavor.
Timepiece Esquire, $5 off.
Here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $5. You usually get one of your fanboys come to your rescue after I put you through a round or two of abuse. Where are they now? They've abandoned you too. Shame. Thank you, Timepiece Esquire.
What's up his ass today, man? I mean, I know he's
This is
paying to
always
play.
what he does.
Is it? Okay, cool.
Mikey,
Yeah, he's always poked.
he can look. He's not like Aussie expat saying he's normally like that. He can have a poll all he likes, and we'll read it out as long as he pays. Happy days,
Yeah,
right?
as long as he's paying. I mean, that's kind of always been the motto. But
So don't worry about it.
just seems like he's really kind of harshing on Arch today.
That's his shit.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry
Here
about
we
it.
go, Marty. $2, $10, $10. I had my 124060, so that's the ceramic no date submariner.
Let's bring it up.
Under warranty, yes, sir. Under warranty. Running 15 seconds slow. Got it back last Friday. Now it's running 2 seconds slow. I'm not happy. Should I take it back? Thoughts?
I say wear it for a while. It may settle in.
Yeah, sometimes they got to settle in. Exactly right. And the other thing is too, how do you put it at night? Sometimes at nighttime, you put it upright, face down. There's different ways
I
to
think there's a good
manipulate
diagram
it.
for that.
I found exactly the same thing. If you flip it over, lay it upside down, when you sleep, you'll find that it catches up where it lost, or it compensates for, whether it's fast or slow.
So just on that, there's vintage. When you buy some vintage Rolex pieces, some of the books I remember seeing they have like a thing on there. If it's running fast, put it in this position. If it's running slow, you put it in that position at night on your bedside. And
So basically,
most
Rolex
watches are tested in 6 positions.
Yeah,
Rolex is accurate, they say, to +2 or -2 seconds per day. So it's within spec.
That's Kosk.
That's Marty, the guy that just super
No. It's better than Kosk.
Marty, so what do you don't take it off at night?
Sleep with it.
I think it's +2, -4 is what it is, if I'm not mistaken.
That's for superlative. It's what is it? -1 +2, I think, for superlative.
Really? Oh
Rolex,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
No. Kosk is -5 +6 around there, or -5 +4 around that mark. Superlative is much more closer together, and JLC as well with their 1,000-hour testing. I think it's like +1 -1. Again, so yeah.
Well, I know my Rolexes are 1 to 2 seconds off a day. If
Kindly
that.
behave if you want to.
They're highly accurate.
Video.
My Pelagos was highly accurate. Yeah.
Sorry, one sec. Aussie Expat, what was that one?
Speedmaster is highly accurate.
It's Rolex's PDF explaining what superlative chronometer is. They got good resources over at their newsroom. It's under private chat.
Oh, cool. Yep, sorry.
So yeah, instead of like changing all things around, Rolex just redefined what superlative chronometer meant in 2015, which makes it easy, I guess. But for some people, they might think that it's still just Kosk certification, but no, it's better than that.
So what are the numbers?
According to Rolex,
+2,
+2, -2, yeah.
+2, -2. Okay, cool. That's exactly what I'm here for, is to learn. I am probably the least knowledgeable about watches in the group most of the time, and I'm here. One of the main things I'm here for to do is learn, as well as
I had to look it up myself. Honestly, I knew it wasn't Kosk, but what it exactly is not something I normally care about, actually.
Yeah, no.
Honestly, like I set the time 2 minutes ahead. You know, by the time there's any inaccuracy that I notice, I probably switched watch.
Well, I've got a Seiko
Alright,
that
so
I used for hunting this weekend, and it's now
just
running.
quickly, timepiece Esquire, $2.
Oh, okay.
Timepiece Esquire, $2, 200 if you can get Green Room back on the stream. No, thank you.
And the medium legend Toyota Mo himself.
Yep. Timepiece Esquire. I don't particularly want to get him back on the screen for $1,000. I'm not interested. Toyota Mo, $5. Arch, tell the punters how you really feel about the -2, +2 garbage. We want accuracy. Use your phone. Look, I got to be totally honest with you, Toyota Mo. You know, I like my watches to be accurate, but I think you have to realize the technology we're dealing with. And I've been wearing this since just before Christmas, and I got to be totally honest with you. The timing on it there,
Pull it up, Arch.
the best way I find it is to go to the atomic clock, where you can get the exact clock on the interweb.
Show us the
And
watch, Arch.
okay, so accuracy now. So it's saying it's 10:56. And what's it saying? 10:57. There you go.
Almost no, but that's look. Being a mechanical watch, right? As the second hand rolls around, the minute hand sweeps, right? So it becomes almost 57. Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah.
I got to be honest with you. You gotta allow it some bit of leeway. You know, I think you got to be realistic on these things here. They're never going to be 100% perfect. I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. I mean, you can get too caught up with the accuracy of these things. That's
So
not the
just
point
here,
of them.
This is the PDF that Aussie Expat shared. So in the bottom or second bottom line, it says the deviation for Rolex superlative chronometer must not exceed -2 to +2 seconds per day after casing versus the -4 +6 seconds per day required by COSC for the movement alone.
So it was
I mean,
plus or.
But that's good. No, there's two
Plus
different measurements. One's
before.
in the case and one's the movement outside. And the other thing is too with COSC, I think it's just the movement. It's not with the
Just the
extra.
movement, correct.
It's not the date function or
okay.
GMT functions or
Yep.
chronograph. If you've got a chronograph watch,
Yeah, like my Speedy, if you run the chronograph, you know, it runs a slightly different time than if you're running your chronograph constantly, like you're not supposed to do. It will, you know, offer up a slightly different time. You know, it'll be off a second or two different than if you operate it normally with the chronograph hand vertical and not, you know, stationary.
Exactly. So, you know,
Yeah.
Thomas Burnett, we've got a beautiful super chat here for Thomas Burnett. Timely thoughts on the Vulcan cricket alarm watch. Yeah, I never liked them much. I think Vulcan.
So a little bit of understanding about the Vulcan cricket. So the Vulcan cricket was actually it was the original president to some degree. And what I mean by that is presidents in the early 20th century were the ones wearing these watches, and it became known as the president's watch, right? Eventually it became the Rolex day-date, which sort of took over. But the Vulcan cricket is very similar to the Memovox. It has two barrels, again, it's a mechanical one watch, right? I'm talking the vintage pieces. I don't know about the modern cricket. So it had one barrel for the watch itself, for the movement, and one for the alarm. It had the twin crowns, just like the Memovox, in very similar placing, but it had a hand that you would adjust rather than the whole centerpiece to turn. I actually quite like the cricket. I like the Memovox more, and I also like the Omega. I think they had the Memomatic. So it's an automatic alarm, which was also nice again. But look, if you want something that has a history to it, a bit of heritage, and you're after a vintage piece that's you know, a bit of a standout, yep, the cricket's nice. It's not going to be as much as the Memovox in a modern one, I think. In a vintage, though, it's the Memovox price or a bit more from memory. So Just again, it's another piece. Anything with a complication like this, make sure if you're going to get one, you're looking for one. Make sure that the alarm function on it is nice and clean and crisp, because parts wear out against all that hitting and rubbing on the hammer. And the other thing as well is to make sure that it's been serviced within the a year or so forth. You don't want to buy it and then in 6 months have to spend hundreds on it to get it serviced. So, but yeah, I like it. But yeah, they're the things I think to watch out for. You got Marty here, $5.
Marty, $5. I asked them to set it a bit faster so it's easier to reset. Marty, I don't think they do what they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rolex is Rolex. Then they
no one
do
tells
what
Rolex what to do.
Yes, I don't think. Yes.
Does the Memovox use the backside of the case as the gong?
Yeah, so there's a pin on the backside of the case that's welded in, and the hammer inside the movement then strikes that, and it's that the case back and the inside of the back of the case that gives that sound, that ringing sound. It's what gives it the
so if you dent the backside of your Memovox, it will alter the ding.
Possibly, I don't know. I've never heard of it happening before.
Sure,
How do you ding the backside of your Memovox, Mike?
I don't know. It's a possibility.
Just go diving a little bit too far with it.
Yeah.
It's not waterproof.
Let's put it into one.
I was just making a distinction of the separation between where the ding came from, whether it was a little bell inside or whether it twanged the backside of the case.
You probably won't change the sound. You probably damage the movement because that pin will probably drive through the movement at some point. Yeah.
Probably.
Or work its way up towards the dial. So that's that one. But remember, we're talking about a vintage dress piece with alarm. So this is a businessman's watch, and we're not talking a businessman, door-to-door salesman. We're talking someone higher up in a company.
Of course.
Yeah, someone near not mid to top level manager. Yeah, in its day. I doubt it would be damaged to the point of saying.
It was just a hypothetical. It was just kind of a, and also to distinct to decipher whether the ding was coming from the backside of the case or whether it was an internal bell. That's what I was trying to figure out.
No, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah.
Timepiece Esquire, $2. Poll question, Archie, ban Timepiece Esquire or not? We would never ban a contributor like you, no matter how annoying the questions are.
So we're not going to
go back to Marty's questions.
I'm going to take my 2 hour. I'm going to take my toilet break. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back.
So just a quick one. Timepiece Esquire. One, we wouldn't ban someone that's contributing. Again, you ask questions. You have a shtick. You do what you need to do. If he wants to answer him, he will. If he doesn't, thank you for your donation. Again, thank you very much. Much appreciated. So the next one, I
just wanted to respond to Marty's thing about setting it faster, and I think that's a reasonable thing to ask as a customer, but it's not literally a watchmaker. So the problem of saying that I want it faster is that they're already working to a standard that's very, very tight, right? +2, -2 is a very, very accurate standard for a mechanical watch to be regulated and then probably retested at that sort of level. By saying I only want it faster, you're basically saying, could you just double the accuracy? Or the alternative would be, I'm going to ask you to regulate it outside of spec. So neither is reasonable, honestly. But you're the customer.
This is the part of the timograph machine that the watch sits in. Okay, so it sits up in this cradle, and there's a slide that holds it. Okay, so when they're doing their testing, just for a heads up, when they're doing their accurate testing, they're not just having it to run at +2, -2 in this position. It's at this position, this position, this position. You know what I mean? Like it has to be a +2, -2 in all of these different positions that they hold it at. And to get that to happen is very, very hard. For anyone that's done any kind of tuning with a timograph, this is extremely difficult to get a watch to run within spec across the board on that.
Yeah. No, they
Just heads up,
basically
just
they
so you can
find
understand.
they find the happy average.
Yeah,
is what they
very
do.
very difficult. Right, so and they're in a way duty bound to make sure that it happens within that spec. So when you say I want it to run that little bit faster, yeah, by making it run that little bit faster, maybe at 1 second a day or 2 seconds a day, when it's in a different position, it might run outside of that 2 and 2. Therefore, they can't do that.
Yeah.
Just clarifying, just as a heads up, right? Because it's not an easy thing to regulate a watch. You've got to regulate. There's two things on a watch on a balance that you have to adjust. One is for your amplitude, and that is it adjusts the hairspring, how short or long the hairspring goes, and your beat error, not amplitude. It does affect the amplitude, but beat error. So your beat error has to be basically 0. And what the beat error is as the balance turns, it might turn too much to one side and not enough to the other, which gets the tick uneven. There's a jewel that's on the balance, and that strikes the fork, and it does this, basically, right? So as it's doing that, that's what's giving the tick, 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 and controlling everything inside the escapement and so forth. So that's one. So the beat error has to be 0. And then there's another one for how fast or slow the watch runs. Rolex, for how fast and slow the watch runs for the balance, it's not an arm. They actually have screws on the side of the balance that they have to stop the movement, readjust, get it to balance perfectly, and then set it going again. Very hard work, especially on a Rolex. That makes it even harder. Anyway, enough technical shit because people be falling asleep, but just a heads up how that works.
That's great knowledge, man. That's great.
But it's a thing that people would ask watchmakers to do, to regulate faster instead of slower, and I think it's reasonable. And it's why the COSC cert has more range on the forward side than the rear side.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised to read that it was +2, -2, because we know most people's preference is to be a little faster. It would be better if it was
you don't want to be late for anything,
-1
right?
+3.
Yeah, no, 100%. So this is something I wanted to ask the big man about, right? So this is the next topic. This is the next watch that I've managed to find, and this is a vintage watchco as well, right? It's a Patek Philippe Grand Complication, right? This is the 5160 500G, and he's a Patek man, and I wanted to get his opinion on this watch. So first of all, right, what do you guys think of the watch itself? This isn't my cup of tea. This is nowhere in my budget, right? We're talking 318,000 Australian, right? So this is crazy price. But I'm not a fan of the work to the case. Like, I don't like engraving and so forth. I know it's factory standard engraving, and I respect that, but it's not my kind of thing, ornamental engraving stuff. But what's the panel's opinion on this one?
For me, this is completely unlike anything even remotely in my collection, but I think this is actually gorgeous. I really love the sort of engraving of a high standard like that. Like, for example, all my guns are all just competition guns, so there's nothing fancy on them at all. In fact, there's just glue on them and silicon carbide. But I've seen, like, for example, the Queen's guns, and they're encrusted and engraved and beautiful. So I really do appreciate this kind of thing. I can't afford that, but yeah.
So like Pavel's got a comment there. I'll bring this up. I'm waiting for Archie to get back, timepiece square, so don't think, that we're not reading it out. But Pavel goes, I'm getting something else for $250,000. And look, I agree. I mean, for $250,000, there are other watches that would be more, for the everyday sort of punter with that money. But I mean, this is just something out of left field, something completely different to what we're used to. I just thought I'd bring it up to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah,
it's a
beautiful watch.
And you're a bit of an artisan, Mikey. So what do you think?
I'm in agreement. I definitely like the hand engraving. Always appreciate an appreciator of hand engraving. This again is unlike you. This style of watch is not my cup of tea. I'm not a dress watch kind of guy. But the complications and the layout of the dial are acceptable to me. It's not too overly, like, there's not too much on the dial like on a Yachtmaster 2 that's just got everything with the kitchen sink on it.
So Mikey, guess who we got here today? We got Mr. Sexy here, Mr. GMT. How are you, man?
Hey.
What is going
Mr.
on, boys? How's everything
GMT.
going?
Hello, Mr. GMT. How are
Brother
you?
GMT.
What's happening? What's happening? Listen, I jumped on
Hey,
real
good.
quickly. I'm just driving back to work. I just got a message from Tan to Timely to let him know
Yeah.
that he's doing an awesome job and you have his blessings.
Thank you very much, sir. That means a lot, especially
From
coming
Tan.
from Tan. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Really, really thank you.
So I thought I'll quickly jump on and just give you the good news. And
Hey,
yeah,
that's
you're doing an
beautiful.
awesome job. Just ramp up your enthusiasm. and we should-
Enthusiasm. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, wait, and ramp up my enthusiasm. Yep, we got it. Thanks.
Yeah, they're the two factors. If you do that, you'll be perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Right on.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So, just
So
quickly,
how's everyone else going? Everyone else doing all right?
good, great.
Yeah. Things
Fantastic.
cruising
Got
right
super-
along.
Super
You
chat.
don't sound very
Focus,
enthusiastic
$5.
today. You sound very mellow.
Here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $5. Did anyone else catch the stain on the backside of AC3 shorts? I screenshotted it in case. Let's have a look. Guys, let's just get this super chat down for a minute. Look at the back of his shorts. What
Well, did
happened
you
to
shit?
his
Did you shit?
shorts?
Did you shit yourself? No, you're all good.
Did
You
you
haven't
see
shut
a
yourself yet.
stain?
Oh my
Was there a
God.
stain there?
No, no, Archie, you haven't shut yourself yet. Not yet. You're not at that age yet. You should be right.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
Archie,
hopefully.
someone wants to
Yes,
say
sir.
hello to you.
Swinging Kangaroo. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hey, Swinger.
Swinging Kangaroo. That is fantastic.
I wonder how he came up with that name. That's a very interesting name.
No, because what happened? Okay, the way I came up with his name, he's got a Thai name. Thai names are
Yeah.
traditionally really long, and I
Okay.
called him Swinging Kangaroo because of it looks a little bit like that. Swinging Kangaroo.
Super
that's-
Oh,
chat.
there you go.
Jack
I like
in
it.
KC won $2. Don't mess this up, Arch. Treat Timely right.
He's looking after me. He's
100%.
being nice. We're all good. Everyone's happy. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That is wonderful news. That is very good. We're trying our best. Okay.
We're doing our best. We're trying to get HMS Concrete off the reef.
Exactly.
This is the beginning of a beautiful thing.
I love the way you said that, Mikey.
So I want Mr. GMT's opinion too. So what I've done is I've got something that's like out of left field, right? But a little bit up your alley too, because it's a Patek. So I had it on screen for the boys before, but I want to bring it up. So I want Archie and Mr. GMT's opinion of this as well. So one sec, I'm going to add it to stream.
I got to tell you, I'm not sure if I like the ornateness. You know, it's got that really engraved, like, for me, it's a little bit too overdone. I love the onion crown. The onion crown is cool. The dial is beautiful. I like the numerals. They're not almost Breguet numerals, but for me,
I'm with you. I find that it's too busy. The dial's too busy for me. Anyway, that's what I think. Beautiful watch, but just too busy.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
So
Just a bit too much happening.
We had a comment before, and I can't remember who, so I apologize for that. But he said, you know, I'd rather spend $250,000 somewhere else because this is 300 and something thousand Australian, right? And this,
Yeah, Jesus Christ! I just clenched my ass cheeks. Fuck.
Yeah, this is a vintage watch co right now for sale, right? Again, so Strand Arcade in Sydney. I like to
38 mils.
38
Exactly.
mil watch. Oh, sorry, this is in Brisbane.
Wow,
Your neck of the woods,
Brisbane. Wow.
So
You can
white
go check
gold.
it out, Arch. You can go check it out and see what it's like.
But it actually says there, it says for private viewing only. Just scroll up a bit there.
Yeah, but you've
Hang
got
on.
good relationships, don't you? Don't you have good relationships with
Yeah, yes, yeah, but
Ronnie?
Super
it's
chat.
super chats. Timepiece Esquire $2. Everyone claiming they love AC3, but only I'm super chatting.
True.
So,
We need more super chats, guys, and more other
Well,
folks
you know
too.
what? We should get a banner running down the bottom because he's royalty today. Timepiece Esquire. He's actually the guy
Archie.
that's
Can you set that up? I'm still learning. I don't want to.
I can set that up now.
Thanks, boss.
Yeah.
So this one here, just out of, I'll go run through some specs. It's white gold, first of all. It's a beautiful precious metal watch. They've got their automatic caliber 324, so automatic movement, not mechanical wind. Full set, alligator strap, white gold folding clasp with the Patek coronet on it. So I'll get the photos in a second. So hand engraved gold, sapphire crystal, minty, 38 mil excluding crown. So it's a lovely size as well. So obviously modern size. So that's the case back on it.
Wow.
So look at engraving on that as well. So that's hand engraving, no machine, no
I would have a good look at it, but I'm driving and I don't want to kill myself.
Speaking of good looking, here we go. We've got Burbing Hard. Hello, Burbing Hard.
Speaking of stains. Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey, my man. What's going on, Burbs?
Hey, no, nothing much. Just got home from work. Timely's doing an awesome job for you, Arch.
Thank you, sir.
Definitely.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes. Yeah, look, that's just way over the top. It is incredible. The amount of detail on this, hand done. Holy shit.
So
Actually, I do.
Whether you appreciate the ornate engraving or not, you have to appreciate the craftsmanship of this watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Burbs, do you know what watch we're talking about, Burbs?
Just the one on the screen?
Yeah.
I'm not.
What do you think of it?
I'm not familiar with it. It's a little out of my price range. I'm not going to lie.
So this is
well, I think for every single person on this panel in the same boat, mate.
So this is it at the Patek on the Patek website, right? I wanted to do something a bit
vintage watch code. It's actually, you notice it's a jump hour. See with the date there, it's actually a jump hour. So when it goes to jump for the date. The date it jumps 31, then it jumps to number 1. You see that? That's for the
I noticed that.
Incredible watch. It's perpetual calendar.
Moon phase. Beautiful.
Yeah, perpetual. Gorgeous piece. What can you say?
They've really they've made the combined the two complications in a very nice way. With the jump date and the moon phase together. The dial is a little complicated, but like I said earlier, I find it totally acceptable. It's a beautiful piece. Absolutely beautiful.
There you go.
Cool. Burbs, what's happening?
Nothing much. Same old.
By the way, guys, just for Mark the Fister there, we don't cheat. We don't bring in artificial numbers. We don't bring in artificial nothing. So, I think the figures. I don't worry about other people. I concentrate on making good content for our viewers here. That's what I like to do. So watch your timing, $2. This is Mr. Sizzler. Been away from the show last few days. Glad to see you're still committed to the entertainment. Love everything you do. Archie, thank you so much.
Very nicely said. Very nicely said.
Thank you very much. And a really cool collection you got as well.
Timely, you got to come up with the music themes when people get a $20 super chat.
All right, I've got to come up with something. All right, no worries, leave it with me. But in regards to this one, Mr. Sizzler, I saw the collection review that you did, like Archie did for you and all that. Nice pieces you got as well. So
you know what we're going to do tomorrow, Timely?
Tell me.
We are going to do Showcase Watches review on the stream tomorrow.
Cool, that'll be really good.
Yep. Let's do it.
Well,
we'll do it. We'll do it tomorrow. I've been trying to get James from Showcase on there, but he's a bit hard to pin down. I'll tell you what. Let's just get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
So you got
you want me to, can I come on as well, Arch? Is it right if I come on?
Of course. You're always welcome, Mr. GMT. You don't need to ask for permission. You're always welcome here. Timepiece Esquire, $2. Enough dollars for AC3. Time for the real dollars to go to Time. No worries, Timepiece. Thank you for your patronage. We thank you so much for your service. Thank you, sir. And we got Finchy, £2. Hope Clive is on the mend. Great job, Timely. By the way, I spoke to him before the stream. I spoke to Clive, and he is back. He's out of hospital. He's getting better. And our prayers and well wishes are with him. Okay?
Yeah, Clive, honestly, if you're listening, I don't know if you are or whatever, but if you want to jump on, that'd be great. Anytime you want, no pressure or anything. I'd love to be able to talk vintage watches with you because that's one of my, I guess, bigger passions in regards to watches. So it'd be really cool. So
exactly. So yes. Oh, we got Mark Feister. Mark Fister, £20. I support AC3.
Right on,
you
brother.
so much.
We really appreciate that donation. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Awesome.
Yes. Thank you.
And guys, as well in the chat, if there's anything that you guys would like to see happen on the show, any kind of watches you'd like to have a bit of a review, if you want to do those challenges like what Tan was doing before, at one watch versus another watch, super chat it through, for whatever,
exactly. I love, you know what I want to do this time? I've got a few challenges myself, Timely.
Cool. Let's do it.
And what's some of the challenges I'd like to do with you? We'll do it not today. We'll do it because we've got heaps. We got a long future together.
Yeah.
But what I'd like to do is buying decisions. Like, for example, the Reverso Grandate versus a two-tone bluesy. I had to make that decision.
Yeah,
and
that's good. I like that.
You know what I mean? And in your case too, do you buy yourself a Rolex or do you buy yourself a kick-ass something else? You know what I mean? Like it's so you. Here we go. Mark Fister, £20 super chat. Thank you so much, man. That really look. I'll be honest with you guys. Please, Bear and me are not enemies. He's taking a break. He's welcome back any time he wants. The Zeal is welcome back any time he wants.
Thomas Burnett, £4.50.
Thomas Burnett, by the way, that whiskey is amazing. Thomas Burnett. Arch, would you choose the classic Patek 2499 that John Lennon and Clapton wore, or the modern 5270 round or square pusher? Okay, let's bring that up. So the 2499.
I've got the 2499 here.
Amazing. So this was a watch that ran until I think the 80s. It ran until the early 80s when it was replaced by the 3970, which was actually 37 mil. 36 mil. And then the modern one is the 5270, which is kind of a modern interpretation of this watch. So you're asking me the question, what would I rather have? Look, I think the 2499 is the most perfect watch to have. If I had a choice, I think the 5270, they're both amazing. I'd like it on a leather strap. I would prefer it not on a bracelet. Now, the reason I say that is I love these things on the strap, leather strap.
Honestly, the only Patek, right, that should be on bracelets really are the sport, like the Nautilus and the Aquanaut and stuff, right?
Fair point. I got to tell you honestly, I would probably, if it was me, look, the 2499 is worth a lot more money. Okay.
Yeah.
But the 5270, I would wear it. If I had a 2499, I'd wear it selectively. But if I had a 5270, I would actually wear the fucking thing, because when you're dead, you're dead. And what's the point?
Enjoy your watches. Rule number one: enjoy your watches.
Enjoy your watches.
All right.
And then he's saying, round or square pushes. I never really mattered to me. It's never really mattered. This watch is.
I guess it depends on how they look with the watch. Like a Monaco, for example, has square pushes on the modern one, and it suits the watch, right?
Yes.
If it had round ones, it look off-putting kind of thing. I guess it's a balance between the aesthetics of the watch and what the pushes look like on it.
Yes.
So what would you pick
100%.
right now, Archie, if you had a choice of either two? Money's no object. Which one?
Look, I would probably... fuck, this is hard.
Come on. This is like asking Archie, which hand do you want cut off?
That's like saying, do you want a vintage Mercedes Mercedes Gullwing, or do you want a brand new SL?
Yeah, true.
Well,
come on, Archie, you gotta make a decision.
I go with the 5270. 5270.
There you go. 5270. So now, next one. We've got Jeff, three-way challenge.
Jeff, three-way challenge. James Cameron, Rue, Royal Oak Offshore Diver, or Brigster Marine?
50 fathoms.
So hang on, let's go through. Start at
These
the
are
top.
the three. So James Cameron, that's the Rolex. You've got a James Cameron, don't you, Mikey?
I do. Yes, I do.
You got the black dial, but not the blue. Sorry,
mine's got the blue dial.
Oh, you got the blue. You got the James. Okay, you've got the real. Okay, you got the James Cameron, Royal Oak Offshore Diver, or you know what I would take really? Oh, fuck it, I'd go for the Rue. I like him. I like the look of them.
All right, Mikey.
James Cameron.
Oh, you've already gone. That's a bit biased, yeah.
ABC,
are you there? ABC, no. Okay, straight over to the Burbs. What would you do?
If I'm spending my own money, probably the James Cameron.
Yeah, that's James Cameron across the board. I think.
For you? What about for you,
what-
Timely?
When they say Brigster Marine,
I'm on the fence between the James Cameron and the Royal Offshore, but I'm going to go the James Cameron, I think.
the Royal Offshore, isn't it supposed to have a really like a delicate movement? And also, when they say Brigster Marine, are they referring to the 50 fathoms? Isn't that Breguet?
No, different brand. That's a blank pane. 50 fathoms is a blank pane.
Okay, I got them.
Brigster Marine is a Breguet. That's their dive. AC Morgan had a Breguet Marine in gold. Fucking amazing one.
So there's a rule that I learned from this show from way back when there is any doubt, go Rolex. So I'm going Rolex.
I will say this though. In the last month, so I don't know if you're aware of this new Avatar movie, Arch, that came out. And James Cameron's kind of been on this like tirade, and one of his rants was that testosterone is a toxin that men need to work out of their system. They need to get it out of their system. We got to get rid of this toxic masculinity. Some part of me makes me like the James Cameron watch less now. The more that I dislike him, the more that I.
Because I'm a Jordan Peterson guy. He says testosterone is not a poison.
I agree with you, Arch. It's not.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's kind of a
toxic masculinity. There's a lot of good guys out there. Let me just say that to you. There's a lot of good guys out there.
But these James Cameron rants start making me think that maybe he's better suited to be like a Tudor spokesperson, like a replacement for like a Lady Gaga than actually being a Rolex.
Sounds like
man.
he's becoming
more. I'll be right back. I've just got a.
No problem, Timely. You take care of that. I got to tell you, we got another super chat. Perfect timing, actually, because he's gone. So that sounds perfect. Jack in KC won $2. AC3 is holding you back. Start your own show. Very good timing. That's good. Yeah. We don't need to tell him that. That's perfect timing. Okay, so we'll just get rid of that one there. Burbs, it's great to see you, Burbs. I appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah.
As I say there, Burbs, I don't know if you noticed, we're not fighting with Bear. Bear's just taking time out. Yeah. He is welcome back anytime. The Zeal is welcome back anytime. Yeah. We're trying our best to keep this boat afloat. And let me tell you, it's not as easy as it seems, but we want to try and change the mix. We've had a few shuffles, and I'd love for you and ABC to come on anytime you want.
I like your I do like the strategy though of the watch talk and stuff. It is tough just my work schedule wise.
No. You will anytime you want.
Yeah.
Just an interest there, Timely. This was for you. I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
It's
address that one?
said with sarcasm
Sure.
though, so read it with sarcasm,
Sure.
Timely. Yeah.
Yeah. So it says AC3 is holding you back. Start your own show. So just from my perspective, right? I've said it before many a time. I know no one's going to believe it, but I have no interest whatsoever in starting another show. I know that people have come on here and been on the show for a while and then they break away and do their own thing. I'm more interested in repairing watches and doing the whole watchmaking bit than I am of doing live streaming and stuff like that. Why am I here? I'm here because of the current situation. I've been a long-time supporter of Archie and he needs help right now, so I'm helping him out as much as possible. That's pretty much it, guys. So, yeah, I have no ambition for a YouTube career or anything like that. I'm just here to help out a friend. Simple. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's it.
Thank you so much there, Timely. I got to tell you, we want to change. The thing is this, we've had a cleaning. We've had some new talent who's risen to the surface. The really amazing thing is I've had Mike the Steak stay with me. I appreciate that, Mike. You are loyal to a T.
Oh my God, Archie!
Thank you, Arch.
Carmack is absolutely gorgeous. Tickle his balls. Do whatever you can. We need him on the panel. We need him on the panel, Archie.
No, I'm an Archie loyalist to the end.
I got to tell you guys, it's sometimes we'd have a change of crew and it brings in many interesting things. We've got Timely. Look, it's hard to replace Bear. They're big shoes to fill, but Timely's got a different approach. Strider is an up and comer. I can see a lot of talent in Strider. It's absolutely fantastic. And I got to tell you, sometimes these little shuffles, they change the dynamics of the show. I'm really nice to see Burb here. I'm hoping Hoff can come on too. And here we go. Mark Fister, £20. That's a lot of money there. AC3 for old time's sake. Shout out, man on the fucking moon. Give it some heart. Let's do a full screen for him there.
Speaking of
camera
man on the
there.
moon, we've got T-2 days for Omega's Speedmaster release.
Wow.
The new
In
one.
3, 2, 1.
Man on the fucking moon. There we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your donation, sir.
Yes, thank you so much there. It's really good news to have the panel vibrant, chapping, and sharing stuff. It's really, really good to see Watch Talk here. Swingin' Kangaroo, $2. Swingin' Kangaroo. Timely, if I may, you are now Timely the Mechanic.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And thank you for coming on and having your say, donating and so forth. I know you've been a big supporter of Archie's as well, so much appreciated. Thanks for being here.
Swingin' Kangaroo's been an absolute amazing guy.
Yeah, really good guy.
Fantastic guy.
Not
Thank you, sir.
Not a bad handle though.
Timely the mechanic, eh? Yeah, not bad.
Timely the Mechanic.
Timely the mechanic.
That's one of. Did you ever see that movie with Steve McQueen? I think it was The Mechanic. Did you see that movie?
That was Charles Bronson. But yeah, I've seen
Bronson,
it.
that's right.
Jan
Yes,
Michael
okay.
Vincent. Wasn't it
Charles
Jan
Bronson
Michael
was the
Vincent
original
and Charles
mechanic.
Bronson?
And-
Yeah,
Mhm.
Charles Bronson and Jan Michael Vincent.
Yeah, and then Jason was
Jason Statham.
Yeah, did the
Yes,
the
Jason
modern-
Statham. Do you like
Yeah.
Jason Statham?
Yeah, I like
bad.
that.
I like the Charlie Bronson one. I like.
I love Transporter. I love
old one.
Transporter.
The old one was epic, man. The scene where Jan Michael Vincent watches that girl that's all stoned, like cut her wrists and commit suicide, and he just stands there and watches her do it. It's like such an intense scene.
Here we go.
That's back when Jan Michael Vincent was in his prime, and he was epic. He was an awesome actor. Remember he did Airwolf?
Yep.
And he had his heyday, but then he sure fell off a cliff, boy.
Strider's throwing out some McQueen movies there as well. Towering Inferno, Great Escape.
Yes.
What about
I liked
Le Mans.
Thomas Crown Affair. I love Thomas Crown Affair.
My favorite would have to be Bullet, though.
Oh yeah,
Bullet. Yes, I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing. I always like to mispronounce everything. That way, when I don't know how to pronounce it, it doesn't sound like I don't know what I'm doing.
It's a stick, right? Yeah,
it's a stick. Yeah, yeah.
Bullet was cool,
yeah.
and the other one, The Getaway, that was pretty cool. And what's her name was in that one? Ali McGraw. She was nice as well in her day. She was a good-looking bird, which he ended up marrying as well, so he went through some ladies himself, Mr. McQueen.
Unfortunately, he died of cancer in his 50s. You know that, don't you?
He had cancer, and it went through his body, and he went to get an operation done. They were saying, you're going to die from cancer. So he went to get an operation done to try and either prolong his life or try and fix him up. And what ended up happening was he died during the operation. Super chat,
$5, and we've got our good friend Curly on there. Timely, I'm from Sydney and would love for you to look at service a vintage watch my late grandfather used. What's the best way to contact you?
Probably go through Arch first, because I don't really have anything set up or anything in regards to that. But depending on what it is depending on what I can do. So I'm not going to... If I can't do it, I know someone that's very good that can, and will give you a good price, and will also give you a year's warranty on it. So still contact through Archie, and we'll work something out. Okay.
Curly, sir, how can we help you?
How are you, Arch? I just wanted to command. I just wanted to compliment Timely for doing an outstanding job today.
Thank you,
I want
sir.
to say hi to Birmingham. Are you guys still doing Watch Talk, or do you want a little bit of drama?
We
still doing drama? Oh yeah,
some drama. Yes.
Check this out. Check this out. Timely, can you let's get rid of.
I'll get rid of that. Hang on,
okay.
That's better.
Sorry, you just do it
We
again.
both did it at the same time. Yeah.
Yes. I'll let you do it, Timely.
We're working out our coordination.
Now, Arch, did I say to you that I was leaving? That I was going to Tim Wright? Did I say anything? What did I say?
No.
Right. You got another super chat.
Hang on, Curly,
Super
before
chat.
we start.
That watch boy, $2. Great chatting with you all. Nice comeback, Arch. Thank you so much, that watch boy. Thank you.
We said to that watch boy, you're always welcome back. You were on a bit of a break for a minute, and also Aussie Expat said to say goodbye. And again, Aussie Expat, you're always welcome back.
I love his baby.
It looks like an Aussie Expat, that guy.
Yeah, they could be brothers.
Yeah. So Arch, when you act so desperate to hand over the keys to the kingdom to me, you just made me a target. You know that, right? Do you realize that, Arch?
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, no, Arch. You don't have to be. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. But here's this happens right in front of your face. But it seems like you're not there. Here.
What about when he screamed?
Explain this to me. Explain these two people that are such good friends of yours. Explain it to me, please.
When did he mistreat women? Tell me. Let me know.
Right. Okay, I mean, in the second show, it is the Archie Luxury Show, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're there, right? Isn't that your show?
Yes,
these are your friends, right?
Sort of.
Curly, the old Curly or the new Curly, he doesn't help. They put so much pressure on Archie.
Do I put pressure on you, Archie?
No.
What pressure do I put on you, Archie?
Zero.
Do I ask you for anything? Do I ask you for
zero?
Oh my God, Archie!
No way!
We've got
The fucking director of the HR sent me 20 emails to get my ass over here while I was eating dinner with my wife.
Oh, listen
This
to me,
fucking-
Curly. Listen to me, Curly. We've got Birmingham. He's absolutely gorgeous. He's absolutely beautiful. and we've got Curly. You've got to tickle both of the balls, Archie. We've got to keep them Archie.
All right, fuck off. I'm in the middle of fucking my presentation here.
So much intense pressure.
Yeah.
He can't
So you understand? I'm the next bear now. You know that now I'm the next guy. Which I I have no problem with because I'm going to troll these guys until they disappear.
anymore. He can't function because of all that pressure from Bear. If Bear knows so much on how to do this thing right, and he knows
Archie, you beat Tim Wright. You beat him in the Playboy figures by almost $3,000. I think that Bear knows how to do it right. So does Tanzio. You know, this is a guy. This is a guy giving you advice, and Narc, to his credit, actually points it out. This is a guy, this miserable wretch of a human being that has 10 fucking viewers at most. Okay, and I'm so glad that the real Crappie came out because at least now I don't have to get phone calls defending that from people who defend him anymore because he came out to show his true colors. Here you go.
And he has so much time. Go ahead and start your own channel with Curly. Make it
I was about to say that.
Never have an interest in starting my own channel. I appreciate the platform you let me use here, Archie.
If everyone thinks this is so easy, do it themselves.
This is coming from a guy who's got 10 viewers. Thank you, Crappy. Thank you.
You're welcome. And, yes, thank you.
You stupid fuck.
Yeah, there you go. That's all.
Was Narc lying, Archie? Was Narc lying?
No, he's quite right there.
He is quite right, isn't he?
Hey,
Back on Crappy, man.
I agree with you. Crappy Democrat.
Whenever anybody speaks good stuff, Mark says the insult.
This is good stuff, undermining people who not only run shows for you, put hours and hours of their own time, but also I think I'm a pretty good donator, aren't I, Archie?
You're very good, sir.
Okay, so I'm just pointing this stuff out just to be clear. I have nothing against this man. This is the reason that I asked for him to be banned. I don't ask for anybody to be banned. I did this, and then I unbanned him because I knew he was going to do this. And like a fucking melonhead that he is, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do in front of you. So there you go.
I agree with you, Crappy. I'm on your side.
You see, who's agreeing with him? I'm on your side, Crappy. Your friend, the nipple sucker. The nipple sucker.
Sorry, brother.
The guy who drove away the two best fucking things that ever fucking happened to you trying to fight Tim Wright. I hear this shit over and over and over again from these fucking nipple suckers. Archie will be here, Archie, you've never had the competition streaming that you've had now. Have you in the past?
Nope.
Have you ever had a formidable fucking competition like you do now? Okay, thank you, Arch. I don't want to seem like I'm unstable, Arch.
No. You're right. You're right.
Curly and Bear especially were too oppressive, too domineering, too dominating on Archie, and he couldn't deal with these people. They just crushed.
Were we domineering, Archie? Were we trying to
Never.
undermine you?
Never.
I just want to make sure, Archie. I want to make sure I'm understanding the people that I'm working with here. The people I'm going to troll the fucking shit out of. I'm going to fucking troll them. Mikey, hang on, Mikey. Let me get rid.
Mikey just wants to say. Mikey's just trying to point out that sometimes when people are dominating so hard, they don't realize that they're being dominated, or they won't admit
is
that
not
being
the right
dominated.
match.
No, I was interrupted.
Bear's not the right match. $7,000, almost $8,000 on your Playboy figure. $3,000 more than fucking Timmy, and Timmy was supposed to be at the height of his fucking Miami trip. This was supposed to be his fucking crowning achievement, his jewel. Okay, and you fucking blew him out of the water.
I mean, he's just.
So who do you recommend?
Well, hold on.
Now here you go. Another intuitive question by the narc who people make fun of. Okay, what's your solution? What do you recommend? Let's see what he recommends.
It's
Where does TINT go?
for the last several
TINT
months. For the last several months, it's been the Bear Clooney show with Archie in the support position.
Agreed.
It's not so bad that Archie is, the Archie from a few years ago, when these people came on, he would have, I can't scream because it's too late here, but the neighbors will hear it. But the Archie of old would have gone, fuck you, you fucking asshole. I don't need
Archie, are you going to tell people that are putting money in your pocket to go fuck themselves, Arch?
No.
Of course not, right?
No way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know that you're tired when you do your second show. I know you got a lot of other things on your mind. So probably sometimes it goes one ear and out the other because you've been doing this for so long but you know what? It's good to have this pointed out to you sometimes, Archie.
To be at a magnified volume. Fuck off.
This is the shit that's been going on for fucking months and months and months. It's undermine, 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 and undermine. I have no idea. If either one of these guys gives us a solution, nobody, and it's to your advantage. Who's going to say no, Archie? Who's going to say no? If they come up with a solution, if they come up with an idea to make your show better, to improve your life, is anybody going to say no? Is Tanzil going to say no?
No.
Is Bear going to say no?
No.
Am I going to say no? So, Archie, please help me understand this because the way I grew up, I don't understand this idea of friendship. To me, these are fucking rat fucks.
Archie
Who do you think you are? I'm Archie Luxury. I'm fuck
True.
off.
True.
But Archie has been crushed by.
Yeah, so I'm not going to keep going. This just goes on, and you were there. Maybe this was just a brief reminder to not only you, but your audience of the fucking bullshit that people go through, and all they're trying to do is help you.
Why can't
Hi,
Kelly? Why can't we have this conversation offline rather than during a watch talk show? This is a problem, you know.
Well, it's been asked and asked, but it doesn't happen, Strider. So
have a WhatsApp chat with the you guys. You
or a
big dogs,
private
you should
stream.
have a WhatsApp
All right.
chat.
How about this then, guys? Right. So I've seen some of the comments in there as well from some of the guys that are talking and so forth. How about we leave the day show? I'm talking Australia. This show, right, for predominantly watch talk, and then do the night show for all the drama and so forth, and then. On the dungeon, it's whatever you want to do, Curly. It's your gig.
But timely. That's fine. The only thing is, how about not undermining the team?
I agree with that.
How about picking Tim Wright to go after? How about undermining Tim Wright?
Yeah.
Instead of
Stop
us?
the civil war.
Come on, Strider. It's not just a watch channel. It's all about the drama. That's what brings in the big bucks. We need both. Well, we need more drama than watch talk, really. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Just shot it, Powie. Shot it.
Well,
Powie, how can we get you back in the seat on the dungeon? How can we get you back there? What do you want us to do?
Poway will come on the weekend, Archie. Poway works. He's got a high-stress job.
No. How can we get you on the dungeon?
Archie, I will do my best to do some, my Thursday, which is Australia Friday. I will do my best to do some shows on the weekend. You understand one thing, Archie?
Thank you so much.
You have 12 admins. You have 12 admins. Okay.
Yes, sir.
They're not admins for fucking just so it's convenient for them to jump on and off. But
yes,
I'm not making excuses. My life is really busy right now.
No. Perfectly okay.
I will when I have time, I will do anything I can to have some fun, to party, baby, because I love the party. In the meantime, unless these guys would like to have a private stream so we could work out, forget about the past, forget about the grudges. We could do it that way. Or
are you on WhatsApp, Curly?
I am.
Can you send me your number?
I'm on WhatsApp with you.
You
got
are?
my number. Yeah.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
I just want to address something that's in the
admin
chat as
keys
well.
at the admin group, Archie.
Yes.
Aspetta per favore.
You're in the admin. I was looking at that yesterday. I just double checked.
So, guys, just for the guys in the chat right now, right? So what we were discussing before was more watch content for this side and less drama, but not excluding drama. We'll still have some and whatever, have a bit of a mix, but it's just when you have all of one and none of the other, it gets a bit monotonous and whatever. Just have a bit of a balance.
That's exactly what was going on and Tan's pre-show, but whatever the case may be, look, I just came on because this is the opportunity I have to come on now. Archie, I got to
That's
be a
all
little.
right.
I got to be a little
Curly.
clear-headed. Yeah.
Curly, sorry to interrupt. You said there's 12 people with admin's keys. Is that right?
I believe so.
Is
The
that
last
right?
time I
Okay. All right.
checked.
But you
Yeah.
got to understand one thing. You got to understand one thing here. There's only one Curly. Yeah? And that one Curly is the one that matters. There can be as many keys as I want, but there's only one Curly.
True that.
Just remember that. Just
Yeah, well,
remember what I'm just saying.
Hey, GMT, there was Narc said it best. It was a perfect storm. Okay, I've got a job that I have to do. I never get asked by my partners unless I have
listen,
to
that's
get involved
fair
in my
enough.
job.
We
So that's what I'm
understand
doing.
that, and I understand that. I'm pretty sure everyone understands that. But when you have time, everyone appreciates you. I'm just saying. I just want you to know that.
And I appreciate
brother?
that. I just don't need. Look. As far as I'm concerned, I don't ban people. I don't care. Okay, it doesn't bother me. The problem is here is this could easily be resolved by people not undermining people that are trying to help Archie. That's all I'm saying. And it continues
And that's a fair call. That's a fair call.
And I'm the new bear. But the difference is I'm going to play really fun. I don't ban. I'm going to play I'm going to play the same game. And I just started it today. So
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've seen you in action, and I can't wait to see what's coming out of this because you rip shit up when you do shit. So
Well,
I'm
we're going to
excited.
party, baby. We're just going to dance and party, baby. Arch, I will try to do my best to do some horology dungeons for the weekend, okay?
Thank you,
Curly.
Curly.
Love you, Archie. Love you. Bye.
Hey, I just sent you a
Stay
message.
sexy, brother.
Yeah, on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Love
See
you,
you guys.
Curly.
Bye.
Later, Curly.
Ta-da.
I'm taking off, boys, as well. I've got to get back to work, but stay sexy. I'll just thought I'd
Hey,
say
no
those few
worries,
things to
guys.
To
All
Curly.
right,
No
Take care,
problem.
boys. Ciao. Stay sexy.
See you later, Mr. GMT.
What a wonderful guy, Curly. Look, he's done a great job. The dungeon was dead before Curly came on and completely revamped. Look, I had a lot of good help. Sirocco helped get it to a level with Dodger, and then Curly took it to another level. And
Just different
I'm very
seasons.
appreciative. Different
One after
seasons.
another.
Yeah. I got to tell you guys, it's been a very interesting show today. We had some great talk, great things indeed. I'm just going to get the showcase watch review. Let me pull it out so we can have a look, think about it over the night. 1 minute.
He keeps it in paper files, apparently. That's how he...
He's an analog guy in a digital world. He's said this many a time, and this is one of those instances where you get an example of it, right? Yeah.
Where did I put that fax?
Yeah.
That fax that
Fax, yeah, Xerox.
I am actually curious to see if Showcase's collection's changed.
Yeah.
Much.
And I'll be honest with you, James is great.
We're going to go through his collection tomorrow. What has he got? Listen to this. This is as of December 22. He had a Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman. He had a 116610 LN sub date, so that's the 40 mil. Tudor Black Bay 58 Blue. Omega Seamaster 1957 Trilogy. Omega Seamaster No Time to Die. Omega Speedmaster 1861 Big Box Halcylite. And a Omega Speedmaster 3861 Halcylite. Very interesting collection there. Very much a man who thinks and analyzes these things. We'll go through. I've got a really long list of stuff. We will
he doesn't
talk
have
about
Ed White. For some reason, I thought he had one on a flat link.
I thought he had an Ed White as well, yeah.
Okie dokie.
If he got rid of the Ed White.
My Speedmaster 321 Ed White, perfection in every. Okay, yes, he does have that. Yes.
There we go.
Yes,
I was going to say, he wouldn't get rid of that. No way.
I was just thinking, I was like, what?
No. He tells us everything about himself. This is a very interesting review. We're going to get this review done tomorrow for him because, you know what? What a great topic. Showcase what I love about Showcase is he's a thinking man's collector. He's really analyzed it, really gone well into it.
And he wasn't. He's one of the few that wasn't strictly a Rolex man for a long time. He was.
I got to
very
tell
much
you something,
Timo man.
guys. I have been really stressed. The last couple of days been really stressful. I'm a bit lactose intolerant, particularly when I've got some pressure on me. And Timely, you've done a great job on the show today.
So Curly has been applying that pressure. Then is what you're saying. Wait, can you eat ice cream or is it?
Oh, he can eat it.
I can eat. Eating it's not the problem. Mike has been a great rock, and I got to tell you, Birmingham, to have you come on at the end there, pretty damn cool. And ABC, just you guys, it really touches me that you supported me. It's a difficult transition period, but
hang in there, Arch. You've had.
I got to be honest with you. Bear is welcome back. Tan is welcome anytime. We're not having a separation. We're just having a slight change. And who knows? This could be amazing changes. So I'd like to give it a go.
Like I said earlier, this is the beginning of a beautiful thing.
Yes, sir. Exactly right.
I'm happy to help. So
now I want to ask you guys something before we leave there. Now tell me this. Birmingham, what's the hunt? What are you thinking about adding to your collection? What's movement wise? Just so we can what are you looking?
I need to so over the Christmas holiday, I picked up the 39 millimeter Pelagos.
Ooh, beautiful.
So
beautiful.
I feel
Very nice.
I need to maybe downgrade. I need to thin the herd a little bit, maybe before I make any more moves.
Oh, thinning the herd. You know what Timely wants to do, don't you?
What does Timely want to do?
Timely wants to get a Rolex.
Rolex.
Sorry, there we go. Swinging Kangaroo, $5. I'm thinking of getting FM Vanguard for birthday milestone. Frank Muller Vanguard for birthday milestone next year, the Dragon year. See market only, second-hand market, and for sure I'll go in war mode versus the whales in Bangkok. Interesting choice of watches there.
Just quickly, I'll bring up the Frank Muller so we can have a bit of a look here.
Is this the
Vanguard.
the water rabbit?
So this is what we're seeing when we put in Vanguard. So there's a whole bunch of different varieties here. If you know exactly which one it was that you were looking at, let us know, and we'll try and focus directly on that one. But yeah. So yeah, what Timely's currently doing, I'm looking at reducing. I've got watches that I buy and sell, and I'm looking at basically getting rid of all that and putting all that money into either an Explorer 1 or an Air King. So Explorer 1 39 or an Air King. Here we go, Burbs.
So this, I don't know what they're going to do next year for the year of the dragon. This year is obviously the year of the rabbit for the Lunar New Year. And this was a collab that Frank Muller did, but you'll notice at the 7 o'clock, they got the two rabbits humping, probably to celebrate. I don't know.
Well, they're celebrating. They're definitely celebrating.
Happy New Year! Doing what rabbits do.
And Swinging Kangaroo's on. Hello, Swinging Kangaroo.
Hello.
Oh,
great to have you on, sir.
Yes. The C is stands for Southeast Asia because they make the rabbit as a rabbit year, and next year is dragon year. I was born in the dragon year, so no idea how it's gonna look. No idea what it's gonna be like, and so it just like. Because it's who else making special, like Chinese zodiac in the watch world? Like name a few that actually achievable and actually more chance to buy one if possible.
Yeah.
And Archie knows the Chinese community. They are really really big. I mean, in over there in Southeast Asia, and it's
Mhm.
not going to be easy to get one. I know that, and we'll see.
It's
But
pretty
yeah,
cool. Pretty cool
nope.
seeing all the Swiss watch companies. I feel like this year more so than last year, they've really kind of embraced the whole, the Chinese New Year or the Lunar New Year. Whereas like in years past, it's like the last few years I've seen like more like displays that they've had in store, but not like as many, pieces that they've specifically done, like the red dials and things like that. But this year it seems to be like just building momentum that they realize it's like a viable market for them. So what's the birthday milestone? How old do you want to share?
It's just next year will be 36. This year will be
36. 36. What a great age.
Good year.
I want to go back. 36. What a great age.
No, you don't need to you don't need to go back to 36, Archie. You just need to go back like 5 days and redo of the way you're thinking. That's all you need.
Honest opinions of one man.
Anyhow, Birmingham needs more popcorn if I have to continue. But yes.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your support, Swinging Kangaroo. We love you, and anything we can do to keep you happy.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, Tamley was serious. So I was like, I hop on, and he's keep like, whoa, and he's showing the device thing. I don't really know what it is. It's kind of embarrassing, but yeah, that's why I was like, huh. He's
not safe for work.
He's not like an engineer, but he's more like the mechanic. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Good nickname.
That's it. That's so cool.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Guys, I'm going to wrap this baby up soon. We're going to land this jet. We'll be back. I'll be back on 8.5 hours streaming for what's my night, but it's your morning. And we'll be back tomorrow, guys. So I'm going to run the outro, and we will be back. Thank you so much for all the contributions you've made there. And we'll be back very soon, guys.